You son of a bitch, Robin. You son of a bitch.
He was specifically waiting for me to run out of air because the second I took a breath is when he started.
I was waiting for you.
That was, you almost beat me out. Maybe you got a better lung capacity than me, Pat.
I mean, I'm pretty awesome. Yeah.
What's happening, guys? It's episode 442 of Pass the Gravy. Happy Gravy Day, everyone.
Happy Gravy Day.
Good to be back for our second pod of the year. We got a fun little show. We'll talk some NFL playoffs coming up. I just now, as we're starting the podcast, I'm remembering that we were supposed to do a mock draft this week of manly things. We're not gonna do that because I'm just now remembering it, so we didn't prepare for one. So
and I'm just now remembering it.
Yeah. So that's on us. We'd like to apologize, but why don't we get into the Precome segment and we'll talk about. I guess we're not going to talk about mock drafts because it's not mock draft season yet, but we'll talk about football, which is mock draft related, in a little bit later. But the Precome segment where we answer your questions, we talk about your not cools, but the beginning of the show, we're going to just start telling you guys some thoughts, questions that we have for the world. And since it's before the Comeback Kids segment, it's the Precome segment. Who wants to start us off?
I'll go. So as many of you know, I'm an owner, Green Bay Packers owner.
Yes,
you know,
congratulations again.
I am not like the rest of you. I own a professional football team. I am quite classy. I didn't know that when I spent $300 on one stock that doesn't actually mean anything, that I was committing myself to a lifetime of more payments. I got an email today that was like, hey, as an owner, you have access to a specific area of the Packers Pro Shop online that people that aren't owners can't go to. And I was like, ooh. I was like, man, this is
Did you do it with your like pinky thumb up or pinky finger up? You're just like fancy.
No, but I felt my ego getting bigger. I was like, yeah, fucking losers. You have to enter in your certificate number and all this shit. And so I just dropped $150 on a plaque to hold my certificate.
I mean, you gotta have something to hold it, right?
Yeah, like I mean, it's still in the paper thing and behind me that's falling apart and looks like shit. But it's a cool plaque. Comes with two 24-karat gold coins. One just has the Packers logo. One says owner. It's gonna say my name on it, and it's got two different pictures of Lambeau Field. It's gonna be official as fuck.
That is pretty official.
Now, anytime they need more money and they don't want to sell stock, they're just gonna send me an email and be like, "Hey, stupid. Like, why don't you give us more money for exclusive things?"
That's all you have to do is throw exclusive, and you're like, "Oh, that means I'm in a club."
I told Alex and Robert before the podcast, I almost bought a tie from them, and I don't wear ties, like even to weddings. But then I saw the tie was $35. I was like, I'm not.
You should have just said, "I have a wedding coming up. Not sure when yet, but you're gonna be at that. You're gonna need a tie. Why not wear Packers owner tie?"
But here's the thing: like, I don't even wear ties to weddings. If I had a Packers owner tie, I fucking would. No, normally I don't even wear like a sports coat. I wear just like a nice dress shirt and black pants.
Have you got your ring yet, Alex? Sam Houston?
So it turns out that only a select amount of people were chosen. They did that, and I did not get selected. So that was just $150 that I donated to my school, though.
Wait.
Right?
So you paid $150 to be in a drawing for who gets it?
I didn't think that was what it was, Pat. It was my Sam Houston's Alumni Association contacted us. And
I'm
it was
not
right after
you
had just become a Packers owner. I was all caught up in the hype, and it was like, you can get a national championship ring, replica national championship ring, if you donate $150 or more to the school or to the Alumni Association. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in. Donated it, and then thought that just meant like I was immediately in. And apparently there was some fine print and I didn't read it. And
that I would call the Better
selected.
Business Bureau on your Alumni Association.
On a school?
Yes, that's some shady shit. Yeah, I want a ring too.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, you guys can have a ring, but maybe you only have a chance to get a ring. You can't actually get the ring, but don't worry about this part. Hey, get rings. There's rings. You might not get one. Like, that's some.
But they got me on like the if I donate, it's like an exclusive opportunity. I was in. I was sucked. I
Exclusivity,
got
man.
sucked into it, you know. And it's just that's what we need to do. Whatever our actually no, we did do that one time, and it was awesome, wasn't it? When we had the limited release, everybody's like, "I want a Gravy Tech shirt. I want these glasses," and it's just like it creates hype. And anytime, like if you say sale on like oh, get 2 ice creams for $1, I'm like, well, I have to get 2. I didn't want 1, but now I can get 2 for $1. It's like it's 30 degrees outside, Alex. I don't care. It's 2 for $1. Why would I not get this? That's how they
Yeah,
give
it's
me.
pretty
I'm an
fucking
idiot,
awesome.
and I'm very easily convinced. And yeah, when you have something cool, like something you love, like the Packers, when your team doesn't just abuse you and just shit on everything that you love, then yeah, it's easy to get hyped up about that stuff. And honestly, if it's gonna be like the money you're spending on the thing to get the certificate framed, it's cool that it's authentic as well. So it's like double authentic.
Yeah, it's gonna be super, super cool. I don't know how to. I only know how to access that by going to the email where it says this brings you to the owner section. I still don't know how to find it just on the website because I'm
You gotta
dumb.
bookmark it.
I was gonna show you a picture of it, but I don't know how to do that. I'll tweet out a picture later and be like, fucking peasants, you can't
That
have
works.
this.
That works. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Both of us football owners.
I mean, but I actually am one.
Well, I'm actually an owner of the Roughnecks too. Part of
You had season tickets. That doesn't make you an owner.
I own.
I went along with it when I wasn't an owner, and now I just don't enjoy people acting like they're on the same status as me.
Listen,
no, like it was cute when I wasn't an owner, but now that I'm an owner, it's like
don't even try that shit with me. Don't even try that shit.
You're cosplaying as my ownership, and I don't agree with that.
The fans loved me as the owner.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Sometimes it is.
So my other Precome thing was I didn't really do much work yesterday because I downloaded this app. I got a little drunk and bought this app for it's $10 a month. So I'm probably only going to do it for 1 month. But it's one of those face swapping apps. No, it's not. It's one of those face swapping apps where I can. So I spent all day yesterday just taking my coworkers' faces. It all started with the female manager that we have. I put her face on the Island Boys, and I laughed for 3.5 straight minutes, and I just showed everybody in the restaurant it, and we were dying laughing. So for 3 hours straight yesterday, I was just taking her picture and the other managers and putting their faces on our employees, all bunch of shit. And this might be the greatest $10 I've ever spent in my entire fucking life. It's at the point where I think I'm probably just going to let this keep renewing every month, and I'm just going to have one day.
Oh, you will, because you're going to forget.
Oh, 100%. Oh, I set myself a reminder to delete it, but I have a feeling that day's going to come, and I'm going to be like, I'm still having fun with this.
I had the T-Pain Auto-Tune app, and I didn't realize that it was just a free trial, and then it just bills you, and I had that for 2 years. I used it twice.
I mean, I used it for myself. Yes, as some of you might have seen, I put my face on John Daly's face. And yeah, he's probably my dad for real.
Because
it's super close. I love it. Also, there's a free version of this, but you can only use their library. Since I paid the money, I can upload my own pictures and to put other people's face. You can always upload faces to put on things, but other pictures, GIFs, videos, I can upload all of it. I can do all of it.
It's a very common thing that apps have, that you can upload the stuff from the app, but you should get an Instagram solely to post those.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, really, it's just I'm doing all this just to the female manager, because I figured this out too. I guess she's just super.
Some might say it's harassment.
A little bit, but she thinks it's funny. I wasn't hiding any of this from her. I was sending every single one I made to her. Me and the other 2 guy managers, I put our face on shit, and sometimes it looks like us, sometimes it doesn't. One of the guys never looks like him regardless. It's just something about his face. It's not her face. Every single time it works. I put her on Mr. Bean. It was a dead fucking ringer. I put her on John Cena. Dead fucking ringer for her. It was great. I mean, Trump. She looks hilarious on Trump. Today, I put her face on Hitler. We all got a good laugh at that one. Not really appropriate, but it was funny.
Robert,
so I'm I'm putting all my group chat friends' faces on each other, and Rick Astley and shit. And it's I I like what I've been doing is I'm taking all of their mug shots and just switching their faces around on the mug shots.
Robert, you know how like I think it was like Elf Yourself a couple of years back
Mm-hmm.
when it was like, hey, look, you can just put a picture of your face and we're all elves and we're dancing, and like your mom would find it and she would send you like 50 of those. Like that's what Pat just did right there. I was like, guys, you can put somebody's face on another person's face. It's like, yeah, Pat, that's like a really common thing that people do on the internet now. Like that's a filter.
Yeah, but most
the
of the
whole
apps,
thing.
Unless you pay for the app, all it does is it lets you put it on like their library of photos and celebrities. I can upload anything, bro. I can make deep fake porn technology now if I wanted to. I hold all of the power in my hands and phone.
Sure you do, buddy.
You know what? You don't believe me? You don't believe me? I'm gonna put your face in gay porn and I'm gonna leak it on Twitter. How about that? See what kind of power I have then.
I'll just save this part and then play that and be like, see, Pat did this.
No, nobody's gonna believe it. This is a character I'm playing. This isn't my actual personality.
You guys, wait till you hear about this software that I found out about. I can just put you in any picture that there is. I can make your face over whatever it is. I can make you're holding a water bottle. I can make you holding a beer. It's like, yeah, it's Photoshop, Pat.
No, you're not getting it. It's so much more layered. Also, then I was scrolling through all of my pictures to try and find just like different photos to put people's faces on or my face and photos to upload. And then I found an old Snapchat filter from years ago where I put my face on Kevin Durant. And I was sweating when I took it because it was in the back of the old restaurant and it was really hot back there because it was summer. And the bathroom was basically just like a little concrete 4 walls. So it was hot in there. And Kevin Durant was also like sweating because there was a picture of him playing basketball and it worked perfectly. I looked like fat me on Kevin Durant's body, which like now I look back and I don't know if I could post it today because like it's still his skin tone. So I'm like, is this blackface? Like, I don't think it is.
Black body.
But like, I feel like someone would try and like get me in trouble for that. But I mean,
you're what we call internet old, Pat.
Yes, very much so.
Internet old. Like, guys, this thing, I can just post whatever I think, and this bird sends it out to the whole internet, and they see it. Like, that's Twitter, Pat.
Y'all heard of this tweeter? I got the tweeter.
I can send Alex a message, and he can just reply right there. It's instant messaging, Pat. This has been around for a long time. It's crazy.
I swipe through things with just my pointer finger instead of my thumb like a normal person.
The font is like the largest possible font where you have to like scroll 75 times just to get to the end of a line.
Well, the small letters hurt my eyes.
You have to put on your glasses that are hanging on a thing around your neck. You have to pick them up, put them on your readers.
My reader.
You put them all the way at the end. Oh, yes.
I want a pair of those now.
So you can take them on the go. They're ready to go whenever. He's got to put them at like the end of his nose right there.
It's like that fucking stock footage meme of that old lady leaning in with her glasses on looking at the fucking computer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend all of you guys start putting your friends' faces on each other. It's comedy gold every fucking time. Also, start with doing it to the Island Boys because everybody is funny looking on the Island Boys.
It's a good idea.
Riveting it's my favorite thing of all time. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with the group.
That's just a little bit of my world.
Robert, what about you? Did you bring in anything to share today?
I just want to get you guys' thoughts on how much longer you think this MLB lockout is going to be. Because I know when it first started, Alex, you said maybe a few weeks. I think we're now into the 3rd month.
Has it been 3 months already?
Yeah, I guess November, December, January.
That's the thing about baseball. Like you're dumb to do it during football season because people just forget about you. Like, oh, there's not games scheduled. I don't care. Like that's how a lot of people treat it.
Football season did help distract me from this. Well, they are meeting today? Is it today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow on Thursday. Yeah.
So, and MLB is coming with some sort of proposal. I'm sure it won't be accepted, but as long as it's not insulting, then it'll at least reopen negotiations. I'd say maybe 1 more month.
Spring training is supposed to start February 26th. like games February 26th.
Yeah, they'll be. Well, what time are pitchers and catchers supposed to report?
Like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah. Usually like around like Valentine's Day.
They might get it done just after pitchers and catchers report, but like, I mean, I could see it going into spring training, like players like letting it go that long so that they don't have to report to spring training. Like, you know how Brett Favre used to just not show up to training camp every year because he didn't want to fucking do it anymore. I could see the players like negotiating long for that reason. But I think spring training is going to not be a problem. I think they'll get it done before then.
I think we really get another delayed season or a shortened season.
Really?
Not like 60 games short, but less than 162.
If it's one game less than 162 and the Yankees or the Dodgers win, it doesn't count. It's the Mickey Mouse season.
No, unless it's the Dodgers, and then I'll agree with you on that. If my team wins it, it's entirely legit.
Or if the Rangers win it. Like, that's fucking possible.
They did make some signs, but yeah, it is weird. And I guess it's just like, I haven't really even thought about it because of football and like because there's no signings or anything happening where you're gonna like, oh, let's talk baseball. It's just like, well, they haven't talked to each other. No new developments. But yeah, I feel like I feel like they're gonna have to maybe a shortened spring training, but I don't see a shortened season. Because then you're gonna have guys that don't get paid for a full season, right? Like you're losing money at that point if you're the players.
Also, owners, they lost so much money in COVID with people not being in the stands. Like, I don't think they're going to play as hardball with it. They want to start generating revenue and all the money that they've missed for the last 2 years.
If they don't start on time, though, it's the Astros' fault, probably.
I mean, Jim Crane would be one of the owners.
Write the article, Buster Oldie.
He's like, I can hold out. I can have all the fans I want. It's going to be the Dodgers that are like, we need to do this. I need some money, even though we can't put fans in our stadium. Astros and Florida teams are like, fuck it.
Well, we don't give a Marlins. Shit. Marlins don't put people in their stadium anyways.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were social distancing
before
it was cool.
The Rays do always been social distance. They do not.
In the playoffs, they do.
Yeah, in the playoffs, I watch a ton of Yankees games every year, and every time they play at the Trop, it's just like home run into a bunch of empty seats.
Hold on, is it just me though, or do the Rays only play day games?
It seems
I swear,
they probably do because they know nobody's gonna be there. So like, well, who gives a shit?
But you guys see that they've been like talking. There's been talks about like maybe splitting their time.
Montreal,
yeah.
That's not gonna work. Just move them. Just move them.
Either move them or don't. But yeah, it's weird to be like, all right, well, like, are they gonna split like half of the like half and half? They start the season somewhere, they finish it the other way, or are they just gonna be like, all right, well, this game is in Montreal, then you're gonna go up to Boston, and then you're gonna go to Tampa, but then you're gonna be back in Montreal for your following home game.
Well, it's definitely not gonna happen this year because, I mean, unless COVID completely gets eradicated, they're just not gonna want to be crossing borders, especially with how like crazy strict Canada is with it. Yeah, like Canada's locked down again in like certain places. Like, I think it's Quebec is like locked down beginning COVID stages. It's crazy.
Toronto Raptors can't have fans in the stands, so they didn't have fans in the stands. So yeah,
it's like Canada might be the only place in the world still taking this 100% seriously.
Hey, buddy, we're not here to mock COVID. All right, pal.
I'm not. Hey, I mocked it once, and it cost me sports for like 5 months. I'm never mocking it again. I respect COVID.
I am a little tired of like with all due respect, or as Antonio Brown would say, fuck you professionally. Like, I don't give a shit about like famous people that have COVID or have had COVID. It's so like after Bob Saget, which we'll get to in a little bit, like it was like, well, he did have COVID a couple months ago. Like, that has nothing to do with the story of him passing away. Like, it has nothing to do with it. It's just like, well, Lady Gaga has it. Like, okay. Like, I want us to know, like, who has, like, they don't tell us who has herpes.
No, you just got to look up anybody that's dated Derek Jeter.
I do believe he's been rumored to have it for sure.
He has a herpes tree online. Look it up. But that just reminded. Did you see
which
the?
is 100% accurate, I'm sure.
Yeah. Did you see the article that came out, or like, so study came out that said like people that are obsessed with celebrities are less intelligent? Like, oh, really? No shit. People that just exclusively watch reality TV and E-news, they're stupid people. Who would have fucking
as
been able to tell
somebody that
that?
has a show on a reality television or a podcast about a reality television show, maybe we need to chill out.
No. We have a show
and
about
another podcast that just talks about celebrities and dumb stuff that happens.
Yeah, but you're not obsessed with celebrities.
That's true.
Like, we're talking about people that are like, oh my God, did you see what Courtney did today? No, you're dumb people.
If it makes them happy, let them do it, dude. Who knows?
Well, yeah, I mean, stupid people usually are pretty happy because they're too stupid to be sad.
I'm usually happy most of the time, so I guess that makes me stupid.
I'm content. I wouldn't say I'm happy.
I'm not smart, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm stupid.
There you go. Which is a healthy level of stupid.
Right. Saves me some embarrassment at
Or
times.
healthy level of smart, one of them.
So I think it'll maybe go into spring training, the baseball lockout, which is how we got back to the topic that Robert brought up initially.
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to affect it, and Robert, you said you think we're going to have a shortened season.
Yes. I want to be wrong, but I think that will happen.
See, that's it. I'm just choosing to be optimistic.
I'm honestly not happy with what the Yankees have done or we're planning on doing. It seemed like just maybe we just take a little time off. Who needs this season? I need one less team to let me down.
Yeah, I mean, less games. It's just Garrett Cole really earning all that money.
There you go. So maybe spin zone. He'll pitch better if he only has to pitch a few times.
Yeah.
What did I bring in for this show today? Okay. So I've heard this like a couple of times in the last week. It's been like men's briefs, whitey tidies, or tidy whiteys. Is it whitey tidies or tidy whiteys?
I think it's whitey tidies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But now that it's said out loud, I was like, tidy what? Yeah. Also, can we just take a second to roast Alex for how he spelled this, Robert? It's not tidy as a neat. It's tighty because they're tight.
Oh, that was an autocorrect. That was an autocorrect because I was.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
Yeah. No, try and type in whitey tidy in like a text message, and your phone's just like, "What the fuck?"
I'm gonna do it right now. I bet you it works.
But I always. Oh no, it didn't. See, he's trying to write it right now. It says Whitney Tay.
Oh no, tidy went exactly how I wanted it to spell. Whitney is because I just can't spell whitey.
And autocorrect, but still, I have always referred to them as whitey tidies, but it's interesting that people say tidy whiteys sometimes. So, not much of a discussion point. I was just wondering if I was in the minority on that.
No, you're right. It's whitey tidy.
A couple ideas I wanted to pitch to the fellas, to the group. Shazam was big for a while, and now like everybody just has their phones. They don't have to have an app for it. But we should come up with a Shazam for smells.
Yes.
Which I don't know how it would work. But
figure it out.
It seems scientists figure it out. All right, science, get on it.
Do you have any idea how often in the restaurant I'm like, damn, that smells good. What is that? And it's shit I've smelled a million fucking times.
Onion?
No, it's always a waffle. It's always a waffle.
That'll be our default. Like if it doesn't know what it is, it's just like waffle. Okay.
There's a waffle somewhere in your vicinity.
Just like hold your phone up. Be like, what is this smell?
It's like it's always like the most easily identifiable thing. Like, what is that? So it's waffles, it's garlic, it's bacon, and it's cilantro. It's almost always one of those four things.
When you're like walking around in like a shopping center or whatever, or like, where does it smell that restaurant? What restaurant is that from? Like, that would make sense. That would be beneficial. It's like, oh, this is coming from, I don't know. It's coming from Pat's restaurant. Jonathan's the Rub. That's Jonathan's the Rub that you're smelling right there. Okay, cool. I don't know how we would figure it out again, but it just seems like, let's figure this shit out, all right? Either give me flying cars or give me smell Shazam. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Not at all.
All right.
Fucking get it done.
We're on board with that one. Smell Shazam. And that's basically Shazam. Just hop on it, add to it. I'm sure that like they've been struggling with like Siri and the Amazon Echo or Alexa or whatever it is, or whatever your Microsoft is. It Cortana that you have on your Microsoft, Robert? Or yeah, whatever your AI thing is. Like Shazam's like, well, I'm kind of becoming obsolete. No, work on smells.
Smellzam. It's right there.
Smellzam. Yep, love it. Love it. All right. So get on that, Gravy Tech. We're going to be working on that. Then another idea I had, the Manning cast has been pretty successful for ESPN, just having the Manning brothers basically like live stream a game, but put it on ESPN too. And I saw that ESPN was planning on doing a baseball version of that with A-Rod and Michael K, which seems like if you're from the Northeast, you might like it. If not, who cares? Because the Mannings are very likable guys. I don't know if that's going to work out, but I do have a great idea that I think is even better than that for baseball. It's just a Manning cast, but it's only guys that got popped for steroids or like later on were admitting to using steroids. So it's just like Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa being like, I would hit that way further.
Yeah, I mean, also the reason the Manning cast works is every 45 seconds, there's a new play. Like something is going to happen, even if they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage or something. Like baseball, it's 3 to 4 hours of just like, and here's the pitch and ball outside. Like
yeah, a lot of baseball is just filling. It's just filling time.
And I'm not talking shit. I love baseball. I love watching baseball. But like the Manning cast works for football because you're breaking down every play. Oh, look, the safety's dropping back here. You're not like, center fielder's shading to right field. Like it just it doesn't.
That was a miss.
Right now, they're just paying people that like are recognizable to call the game. That's what this is.
No, they just saw that people like had successful live streams and ESPN's like, we should just do that. But it works with certain people. Like I saw that Amazon's talking about doing one for Marshawn Lynch during Thursday Night Football next year. And I was like, people would watch that just to see like how high Marshawn Lynch gets and how like fucked up he'll get during a broadcast. With Eli and Peyton, you're like, all right, well, they're going to break down football. And then also like, they're going to have every fucking guest possible on, from Snoop Dogg to like Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP to anybody. They had all the guests.
Brett Favre.
John Hamm.
Like, here's where they fucked up. If you're going to do A-Rod, it's got to be A-Rod and Poppy.
That would be really annoying. The two of them together are fine on that on the post game show. But yeah, but like that'd be really old if it wasn't Yankees Red Sox. If it was like Pirates Cardinals on a Sunday night. Like I'm not gonna give a fuck about the A-Rod Poppy broadcast.
Yeah, probably. But then think about it. Okay, so then it's Pirates Cardinals have Pujols on. Maybe have McCutchen on. I know McCutchen's still playing, but like you just bring back other players. And like I also every single game for one segment, Pedro should join. So basically, we're just putting the studio team together for this live.
We're just putting Yankees and Red Sox in the same studio, kind of is what we get. Roger Clemens. Like, again, on the steroid cast, you should have Roger Clemens hang out. Like, yeah, I would have struck him out. I would have thrown that way harder. That's pretty much I could have done better. Could have done better.
It's just like Poppy is entertaining. A-Rod is articulate. That's about it. Like, I would love to listen to like Poppy. But I mean, I want Latin players who like just hype themselves and each other up the entire fucking time. And then at some point they just get super excited and they either start talking really fast or they just switch into Spanish without realizing it. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but they seem to be having fun and that's making me have fun. I like this.
I don't know what they're saying, but it's okay. I'm here for it. Just watch the Spanish version of a game then.
Oh God, that would be so good. But like, I want them to be in English, but then like they just slip into Spanish without realizing it sometimes. That's how I'll learn Spanish.
Spanglish.
No.
I got that. That's no. Just something to think about. Steroid cast, I think, would be way more entertaining than Michael K and Alex.
So much more
on a broadcast. Those are my ideas. But then I also thought about the fact I saw a Toy Story meme and realized that if Andy had just caught his toys at a certain point, that he could catch that they're like alive. He could have sold the fuck out of them and made a shit ton of money. Like, yo, these toys come to life, bro.
Yeah, but then the only way he could force them to come to life is if he like tortured them.
So more of something Sid would do.
Yeah. And he was a good kid. I don't think he'd torture his toys to make a buck.
I just meant like now, Andy, he's like, look, I could make some coin off of these toys that I don't play with anymore.
Didn't he give them away anyway? I never saw anything past 2, by the way. I didn't see 3 or 4.
I don't really remember his 3. I think I thought, I don't know. I have no idea. But if he did, then okay.
Yeah.
But those kids aren't going to be playing with Woody or Buzz anyways because they have iPads. Duh.
Yeah, and if any kid was like, my toys are alive, their parents would be like, okay, good for you. No, they're not.
Tight.
Go back to your room. Play with your toys
Leave
that are
me
alive.
the fuck alone.
Trying to watch Law and Order SVU over here. You're fucking interrupting.
I mean, if I found like if you go back to your parents' house and there was like an old toy you had, you're like, cool. Wait, this comes to life. I'd be like, I'm selling the shit out of this. You just got to kind of sell them on like magic, like on a magic beanstalk type deal.
Well, I'd be worried that like we were having a small soldiers situation where like some of the soldiers were going to fucking attack me and I needed to set up defenses. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, but it was dope.
Small soldiers. Yeah, I remember that growing up.
The Gorgonites.
They were mean too. That's kind of a scary movie.
Well, the Gorgonites were supposed to be the bad guys, but in the movie they were the good guys, and the soldiers were the dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Try and take over. Great stuff.
Last
thing I had for the Precome segment was the phrase "always a bride." No, fucked it up already. It's always a bridesmaid and never the bride. That just means that you have a bunch of close friends that want you to like be in the most exciting part of their life, right?
Yeah, but that also means all of your friends are finding love and you can't.
But it's all about friendship, so maybe focus on that.
I mean, I agree.
Oh, like when always a bridesmaid, never the bridesmaid. Oh, I have so many friends. It is kind of braggadocious.
Actually, that reminds me. When I go to my buddy's house tonight, I'm like, so when are you going to have your ceremony? Because like they got married quick, like over the pandemic. So like it was just a quick courthouse thing. They didn't really have those. But like as his best friend, he owes me a party where I get to drink booze for free.
True.
Right?
True.
Like fair is fair. He got married. I get to party. That's the rules. So I'm gonna give him shit, and I'm gonna ask his wife in front of him and be like, so when are you guys planning the ceremony for? And he's gonna be like, dude, fuck you, stop trying to make me spend money. This is gonna be fun tonight. I'm actually looking forward to this now.
Although I just gotta say, like, fucking so it's like looking for venues and shit. Just god damn it, they're so expensive.
Oh no, he'll probably just have a party in his parents' backyard. Like
it's like, this is a room. This is a room I'm gonna be in for 4 hours. Why? Why do you want a year's salary? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's up. No, what you need to do is
we gotta just buy a wedding venue. That's what Gravy Tech needs to do to get rich. Is buy a fucking big, like, cool room, and then like get an awesome interior designer to like, yeah, make it look sort of like a church, but also like rustic. Throw some shiplap in there. Make it look like it's been through some stuff, but it's like scenic, and then throw like whatever the couple's names are. Throw the first letters of those on big marquee signs, and we'll put that up by the dance floor. And then you just are like, it's $75,000. You get it from noon to 8.
You're just gonna have friends who either they or their family have some land, and then you just set it up yourself. Like I could probably talk my dad into he'd let you use their 11 acres.
No, I'm talking about us getting our own venue that we can make the money off of, because people that own wedding venues are just raking it in.
Yeah. Even
Real
in like
estate. That's what we gotta
non-peak
buy. That's what
season.
Jay-Z says.
Yeah,
Gotta buy
dude.
real estate.
So it's all about real estate. How do you feel about digital real estate? Like now that they're selling that shit, that's the dumbest thing ever, right? Like that's dumber than NFTs.
I do own some land on the moon, actually.
But that's real. I'm talking about like they're selling real estate in the metaverse. Like you can own your address.
That's like the Oculus Rift thing.
Yeah. This is the virtual world that they're selling real estate in, and people can make, I own this building in the virtual world. Like, cool. That means nothing. I can't actually go there. Well, you can go there in the metaverse. Like, yeah, I can just go there in the metaverse. I don't have to pay. Like, I don't have to own it to go into the building in the metaverse.
I do a lot of investing in real estate on Grand Theft Auto. So I'd like to include that, like, on something where it's like, all right, well, what, any properties that you own? Like, I have a yacht. I own several businesses in Los Santos, and I actually just recently bought a bunker.
Yeah, I bought a building in Vice City the other day, so that was pretty cool.
So that's like real estate ownership. Just follow what Grand Theft Auto does, and I think that can't steer us wrong.
Nightclubs, rent like
Strip
a
clubs.
nice house in the middle of the city, like straight up in the middle of the city with no other houses around it. That's a good house to buy. Regular things.
Yeah, regular things. But I want to just own something that looks like a sick wedding venue and then just make all the money back, because you'll do it in like literally like one wedding. It's ridiculous.
Just make up the prices.
But it'll be like 20 grand, not including food or decorations or chairs. You're like, for what? Just walls, 4 walls, and you're charging.
Here's what you do.
Fuck you. Everybody's gonna take it, and people do.
Here's what you do. When you have them fill out something to like that when they're trying to rent, you have them put their address on it, and you look up their address, and depending on like what that address sells for on Zillow, you charge them even more. Like, oh, this venue it cost like it's $25,000 to rent out, but like someone who's worth a couple million, you're like, oh yeah, this venue it's $300,000 to rent out. Your house is worth $4.4 billion or $1 million.
I'm pretty sure there's like laws against that.
You're a private venue, you can charge whatever the fuck you want.
True, but I don't know if that's 100% true. Just verbal meme, me as Joe Exotic saying, I will never financially recover from this when I'm looking at wedding venues online with them. I'm just like, and it's like, you can tell the ones where you're just like, we're not doing that, where it's like, call for pricing. Like, nope.
I got an idea for you.
It's never lower.
Let's just show up to Mary Jo Peckham Park one day in Old Katy, and then we can play putt-putt for free afterwards.
I've heard stories of that where people just did like impromptu, like, okay, we're going to just show up at the beach. And it's like, y'all just, there could be a lot of things go wrong with that. But whatever.
It's free.
It was high tide. We were all washed away.
I saved $25,000 on this. I don't care if there's a beach volleyball game going on in the background.
I keep suggesting maybe we get married in a Chili's. Emma's not so for it, but whatever.
I think a brewery would be pretty cool, but that's just me.
We could always go to Southern Star Brewing Company. I would be a big fan of that, and I don't think they would price gouge us. But let's move along to, speaking of Southern Star, the Comeback Kids segment, brought to you by our good friends at the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Southern Star Brewing Company, my favorite beer, Pat's favorite beer. Robert doesn't even drink beer, and it's his favorite beer. It's everybody's favorite beer. I promise you, there's something for everybody up at Southern Star Brewing Company. I have a Bombshell Blonde with me right now. That's the OG at Southern Star, but my favorite is the Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. Can't ever go wrong with one of those. Maybe you're not a beer guy or gal, you like mimosas, try the Sunday brunch, the Southern brunch, right? Southern brunch, excuse me.
Yep.
Southern brunch, because it's just like a beer mimosa. There's going to be no chance you don't like that one. If you like IPAs, they got plenty of those for you. They have the new Metzley Pecan Stout. It's awesome. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company. Go up to the brewery. If you're at it, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe, and let them know that you're part of the Gravy Gang. They're like, oh, what's up, dude? They'll welcome you with open arms. And then this Sunday, I believe, Dee's cooking. Crawfish is going to be out there. Dee's Cooking food truck. And yeah, some of the best Cajun food you can get. And then also number two on my crawfish rankings throughout my almost 2 years of my crawfish streak. So if you want some of the best crawfish available,
I don't know if it's gonna be them every Sunday, but they're just doing crawfish Sundays now, which it looks like it's just a rolling every Sunday. Every Sunday you can go get your crawfish up there.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. And if it's
I had
tweeted
about this. If you guys are still looking for a Krampus pack and you can't find it, the specs on I-10 in Memorial. I saw 4 packs there yesterday. I don't know if that's too far for you guys or what, but if you're looking, they're there. If you haven't got your hands on them, drive out and get them now because they're disappearing and then you're never going to see them again.
Until probably Christmas.
And then, oh yeah, but is it going to be the same beers? You got to get the limited edition cards, man.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Only time will tell. Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the world. If you're drinking a Southern Star like we are right now, snap a picture, tag us on Twitter or Instagram. We are at Pasquary Pod and tag Southern Star as well at Southern Star Brewing Co. and at Southern Star BC. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, the official sponsor of our Comeback Kids segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right. Our Comeback Kid segment where we bring back or just bring up whatever's been in the news, in our eyes at least, in the last week. We'll start off with some RIP and piecing to Bob Saget. He passed away on Sunday.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. So that's our 3. We were talking about our 3, and I know we thought maybe we got through it, but it's Bob Saget, Betty White, and John Madden.
I mean,
never be tied together.
I would have thought that we would have gone the 3 comedians: Norm, Betty, and Bob. But Norm was, in terms of closeness, it is Madden. But I was thinking Norm with it. Yeah, man, that fucking sucked. I went and watched his roast last night, which if any of you guys want to go see it, Paramount Plus, it's on there. One of the funniest roasts that was ever done. It was fucking great. Which also, rewatching it last night, because they haven't done a roast in 3 years now, 2 years, 3 years, 2019. Yeah. I forgot that like 30% of roasts are just them calling each other gay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe his would have been a little bit problematic now.
Yeah, it wouldn't go over great. Like, but
probably
I mean, that's
not.
all of them. Even the Franco one. And it was just all like people that we know. They were just, the whole show was just everybody calling each other gay. That's what roasting is. It's just you and your friends calling each other gay. Which I don't know. Maybe that's why we haven't had one in a couple of years. It's definitely not COVID. That's not.
We had to reevaluate our jokes.
But
maybe that's not the funniest way to go. It seemed funny at the time.
God, what a fucking legend.
Yeah, fucking Saget. I wasn't even like a big Full House guy, but just I appreciated everything Bob Saget ever did.
Oh,
like he as a comedian, he was always funny. I loved. I remember like listening to Howard Stern whenever he'd be on as an interview. Always awesome. So R.I.P. in peace to Bob Saget. I was watching How I Met Your Mother. Like that's like Emma and I have been kind of like that's our mindless have it on as Emma's cooking dinner, as I'm like playing Xbox or whatever. Like that's what we've been watching. And it's like, that's fucking Bob Saget is the voice of Ted Mosby, which by the way, I got quite a few people again, just posting RIP in peace to Bob Saget. And it was Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother. So many people wanted to let me know that was not Bob Saget in the picture. I was like, got it. I love that. It's like, no. And then people would try and explain it to me. It's like, no. You don't explain the joke to these people. Don't explain the joke.
Yeah, I know. That's not a recent picture. It's him when he was younger.
Yeah, sorry. He got old.
God damn it, man.
Just looking at pictures of him, like from the Full House, like just the get-ups that he'd wear, like the fashion that they would wear on that fucking show. He was popping that 90s look, dude. That like purple shirt with like the weird neon patterns on it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Round glasses. God, it was great. Great little time capsule into the 90s.
goes from America's most wholesome dad and America's funniest home videos to just the dirtiest fucking comic out there.
I would say that Bill Cosby really like bumped up him more in the America's Dad ratings.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like,
Rankings, at least too.
yeah, that's true. I mean, first Cosby was the first America's Dad,
But then like after a while, I was
Bob.
like, yeah, we're not going to say that he is anymore.
No, but he was so fucking great. But he was always like, he didn't always work as dirty as he did, like, but he was always a dirty comic. Like during the roast, Jeff Garland tells a story of the first time he met Bob Saget in the 80s. He goes, "Hey, do you know how dusty your grandmother's pussy is?" First fucking thing he said to him, he was like, immediately I love Bob. Immediately I love Bob.
Yeah, seemed like one of the good ones.
All-time
R.I.P.
great.
Bob Saget. Another comeback kid this week, unfortunately, is disrespect and bigotry, because I don't know about you, Pat, but I'm not going to stand
tired
for
of
it.
it.
It's
I'm tired
January. It's only January 12th, and the amount of hate I have seen thrown our way, not by like, you know, I knew we were going to have our January doubters, our January haters, but I never would have thought it would be from the Gravy Gang. And ladies, I don't know if I want to name names. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt this week.
Emma.
I'm going to start naming names. Emma was half-ass joking, and then a couple of Gravy ladies.
She started it.
They started hopping in, and the disrespect that I have felt as a man on my month made me want to throw up. I haven't thrown up because I'm not gonna, but I feel like I should throw up. Robert, I don't know if you feel as upset as we do about the just nonsense, bigotry, the hate, the man hate that is being thrown around this January. Have you seen enough? Have you seen? I mean, you've been tuned into Twitter. It's everywhere.
It's just really hard to see. It makes my blood boil.
Yeah. It's like, do I matter to them? Doesn't seem like it. Like, just cast us aside. Men as a whole, they don't matter. We're living in a women's world. They can't let us have a month.
They just can't stand to see men happy, is what it is. Men have had a very like rough go of it. Like, I mean, just
not always historically, but like fairly recently.
For the last short amount of time, men have had a tough go. And we were just trying to have something nice for the fellas, and women were just like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, finally something for guys. And the ladies just wouldn't even give us that. All right?
They're forcing me into it. I'm going to have to bring back the No Ma'am group that Al Bundy started on Married with Children. They're just going to force me to start an anti-women group. I don't want to do it, but somebody's going to stick up for the guys.
For real, somebody needs to. We need to be those voices, and that's what we're trying to be. But a lot of ladies are fighting back, and it's very telling. It's very telling. Your bigotry is showing. All of them.
Jealousy is an ugly look, ladies.
It's not a great look. You look great in everything. We empower you. We think all women are beautiful, no matter how you are. Not a great look when you're showing your bigotry.
Yeah.
It's probably worse that all of you look when you're being bigots.
Who would have thought that the Gravy ladies would be a bunch of sexists?
Not all of them. And I'm not naming names again, but just, you know who you are. And Twitter, it's very easy to find out who's just hating. And we're going to support your months. You get multiple months. We're just asking for one. On Man Day morning, I was saying this isn't Man Day. You can't have 4 man. It's like, we can have as many Man Days as January allows. Just it's a day. Who cares?
Is Tessa leading the anti-Manuary
Tessa's not.
movement?
Tessa's not. I would say Tessa's actually like pretty open-minded towards it and respectful.
Good.
She's not happy we have our own month, but like she gets it.
No woman is ever happy to see a man happy, Alex. I'm trying to tell you this.
That's it. And I think we're seeing that firsthand with the Manuary hate. So fellas, don't be afraid to call out some man hate if you see it. It is our month. And that's what this month is for, to raise awareness for men. Just men
check your balls, guys.
Hey, we're people too. All right. We matter.
All men matter.
Man strong.
Man strong. I like that.
Man strong. All right. Make like a PSA. I'll just put us in like blacked out, like black and white. I am a man. I matter.
Also, don't forget to send a picture of your dick to your buddies. That's just
guy
what.
stuff.
What if during Manuary we did it like Bones or No Bones? That dog.
The guy
woke up with morning. Woke up with Morningwood, boys. It's gonna be a strong day.
The guy would pick up his dog. The Bones or No Bones. He'd pick up his dog, and if the dog laid down when he set him down, it was a No Bones day. And if the dog stood up, it was a Bones day. He was using his bones and standing up. That's the backstory on that. That is a very specific video that you're talking about.
Just Google Bones or No Bones, people. You're gonna love it, and then you're gonna follow them every day.
I was late to the party on it, but yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
So disrespect and bigotry, unfortunately, are comeback kids this week. Another comeback kid is Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce is back because like we found this out like maybe an hour before we started recording. Drake puts hot sauce in condoms after he uses them, and that is to prevent women from trying to steal a seed. Again, hatred towards men trying to steal their seed and gold dig.
This is galaxy brain shit.
We're not just baby makers, ladies. But apparently some people think that Drake is. And now I don't know. Like I saw the initial reaction by a lot of people were like, well, at least he's using condoms. And I don't think that he's always been using condoms. I don't think this has always been his method. But I think he's learned.
He's learned.
And that's what matters. As long as you learn from your mistakes, guys. That's what Manuary really is about, learning from our mistakes and just respecting ourselves and the fact that men are men. But Drake puts hot sauce in condoms when he's done with them, apparently. And he hooked up with some woman. There's a story that we got to share the story, I guess. But he hooked up with some woman and then went in the restroom, discarded his condom with the hot sauce in it. And then she goes in the bathroom after him, starts screaming because she was trying to put that in her, and the hot sauce obviously burned her. First off, I'm not a doctor, but are we sure that hot sauce kills sperm? Like, does just anything kill it, or is it just like it's not going to be fun for you?
I don't know, but once this story gets out, I don't think women are going to be trying. Like, but also here's the thing, maybe they will, because if they look up and hot sauce does it, they're like, yeah, this is gonna burn, but I'm also gonna get $2 million a month for the rest of my life to take care of this kid
for 18 years.
I mean, that's $36 million.
True, but still, I don't like that. That is a weird, like, I'm gonna have a kid unless you're like, I guess, I don't know, you're trying to trap them. So
that's 100% it.
Like being like, I'm going to take care of this child and then I'm also going to get money for it. Totally worth it. It's a weird gotcha.
Yeah, like it's insane behavior.
But like, why not? Like,
it's insane.
Bleach? Maybe bleach would stop it. I don't know.
Bleach would probably work better, but then I don't know. Maybe tell them like, hey, I'm bleaching down this condom, so don't try and put it up your pussy. Because like you're gonna cause yourself serious problems. Like whereas hot sauce is probably just gonna burn a lot. But also, I mean, that's what she gets for trying to rob him of his money. Because that's literally what it is you're trying to legally rob a rich guy. Because the only way you can legally rob someone is by making them pay you for carrying their child.
Yeah. So turns out, according to the first thing that I saw when I Googled, does hot sauce kill sperm? It says, well, not 100% confirmed. Why would there be loads of studies on something so ridiculous? The claims bear little weight considering sperm can only live for a maximum of 15 to 30 minutes outside of the human body. And that's in specific conditions, not in a condom on the floor. So it's like,
which a lot of the time, aren't they like spermicidal condoms?
But she did do that pretty quickly afterwards. So there it is. Also, here's an idea. Just flush it down the toilet.
I mean, I don't know who wrote this article, but I'm loving the way it's written. Just everything that they say, like they started with a bit of foreplay. He rubbed and sucked her titties for a bit. Like why? That's
And
not
he was very
pertinent information to
consensual about
story.
the whole thing. He was very consensual about the whole thing. So shout out to Drake for being a big consent guy.
Like he went to the bathroom and came out with a condom on, didn't put it on in front of her. Like, and then what was the last one? The woman posted pictures of her burned potty cat on Twitter. Who the fuck calls this a vagina a potty cat?
I don't know. More like a hot sauce cat at that point.
This is just, I love everything about this story.
But yeah, fellas, if you want to be extra cautious, just put a little hot sauce in that thing when you're done. And actually, she can't get pregnant.
It's actually probably smarter that he didn't tell her. Because then he hears her screaming and he knows, oh, she's not to be trusted or ever brought around again. Because she's going to keep trying to rob me with her vagina.
When you're that famous, do you have people sign like non-disclosure agreements?
Oh, yeah. Well, most of the time. Maybe Drake was like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm banging a hot model. What do I have about it?
Right now.
A lot of the time they do. Like Justin.
You can't come back at me.
Bieber always had one. I know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he also like for a long time, he had like a pristine image to keep up too. But then, he turned into modern Beaver. Saying Beaver.
Modern
Beaver. He's a modern Beaver.
Beaver.
That lady
Justin
had a
Bieber.
modern Beaver, and now she's got a hot Beaver.
Exactly. She had a very hot Beaver. Very hot Beaver, all right?
But yeah, now that you bring it up, I'm actually kind of surprised he doesn't have an NDA that he has girls sign.
Maybe he does.
Or maybe because she's suing, the NDA doesn't apply.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I doubt that though. I don't know.
We're not doctors or lawyers or scientists. Or
either way,
like so we're
good for Drake. We are doctors.
Good for Drake. Yeah. Well done, buddy.
We do give medical advice.
Just bad medical advice.
Yeah.
For the most part. All right. Our next comeback kid this week is coaches getting fired because there's a lot of coaches in the NFL that don't have jobs now. And I think Mike Zimmer's gone. Matt Nagy's gone in Chicago. Brian Flores in Miami. Who else went? Vic Fangio in Denver. And Joe Judge late Tuesday night. Joe Judge.
Congratulations, buddy.
I don't like to talk about another man's job. I'm not
Oh,
celebrating.
no, bullshit. Yes, you do.
I'm not celebrating that Joe Judge is gone, but I am happy that the Giants will have someone else coaching the team.
The only one I'm sad about is Nagy. I love Nagy as a Bears coach. He was completely incompetent. And as a Packers fan, that's always great.
Yeah.
But I'm happy
that
Judge is
I
gone.
feel like the Giants are becoming that team for the NFC East. They're like, well, at least we get to play the Giants. It's like, I don't want to be that team.
Yeah, maybe you should. I assume you have Mr. Mara's phone number. Maybe call him and be like, hey, this time let's not hire a special teams coach who had no even coordinator experience.
Yeah, he's special teams coordinator.
That's not a real coordinator.
True.
It's a third of the game. No, it's fucking not.
What made me feel better about the Giants process right now is the ownership did say that they are going to hire a GM and they will let the GM make the decision on the coach and that they won't really weigh in on the process like they have the last couple of times. And I think that's
just hope that GM isn't
big.
Ryan Pace.
You just got to hope that the GM is a good GM. I also like we were talking about this on Claret Big Blue podcast. If you want to go hear my full opinion on the Giants, we literally found out Joe Judge was fired like 15 minutes before we were about to start recording. And we're like, dude, we could have done an entire hour-long podcast that like assumed that he wasn't fired, and then it would have just been garbage. But we were able to have immediate reactions. Steffi Smalls joined us to give her take on everything, and we were just joking about I love the people that get mad about how dare why are they even wasting their time with this GM possible guy? Why are they having interviews with this guy? It's like you fucking know everything about people in the front office, the Chiefs. If you're not a Chiefs fan, you don't fucking know. Like, Pat, what do you know about the Packers assistant director of player personnel? Probably not anything.
Not a fucking thing. And I'm an owner of the team. I'm just
Right.
not that hands-on. I don't like to micromanage my employees.
That's a good owner. It's a good owner a lot of times.
Yeah.
But like,
I hire
love when
people and let them handle it.
Like Adam Schefter can do that, but like Jim4829 on Twitter, like I don't give a shit if he thinks that Joe Schoen is a shitty interview candidate for the Giants GM job. I just look at like, okay, well, the guy's coming from the Bills. The Bills have been good lately. They had to do a rebuild in Buffalo. Seems like if he was involved in it, that's probably positive. Oh, okay. This guy helped build Tennessee. Oh, this guy's been with the Chiefs for 6 years. They've built up in the last 6 years. Like, that's what I think. I'm not like, this is a fucking terrible hire. I just don't want the Louis Riddick guy from ESPN just because I feel like I don't want an analyst hopping in.
Yeah.
That's really my only like take on it. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and try and be like, ha, idiots. And I think that there's a lot of people that do that. No matter who gets hired, there's going to be a bunch of backlash from random people on Giants Twitter. They're just like, what the fuck? But
here's what you need.
I hope that it's a GM that is good, and whoever they hire, I will be like, tight.
Here's what you need. You need a GM that's not going to overthink this, is not even going to hold interviews, is just going to offer the job to Eric Bieniemy. Dude's been learning under Andy Reid for a while. See, I think he's done a great job, but is it Nate Hackett, or is it just he is coordinating Matt LaFleur's system, which is technically Shanahan's system? But like Bieniemy, which you could all say Bieniemy, he's just coordinating Andy Reid, but he's also been sitting there learning from one of the best head coaches of like the last 40 years. Like, people have been saying it for years. How does Bieniemy keep not getting a job every postseason? And I know they're going deep in the playoffs, so like sometimes you want to hire your guy quickly and not have him be in another organization. That's the luxury
the Giants have. They're going to hire a GM first and then let the GM make the decision.
Don't overthink it. Just hire Bieniemy. Just offer him the job right away.
My whole and the last thing I'll say on that, I don't really need to break it down the Giants or Pastor Gravy audience, but I just hope they go somebody offensively, like somebody that's offensive minded, because I know we have Patrick Graham, but I don't want us to hire within. Like, I'd like it if Patrick Graham, our defensive coordinator, stayed on. We got to have somebody that can score points, because the Giants have been able to score points the last 3 seasons. So until you can put points on the board, your defense can only do so much anyways.
If you didn't go offensive, how would you feel about Brian Flores?
I have a sour taste for the next Patriot guy in my mouth.
Good call. Okay, that makes sense.
We just did Joe Judge. I mean, I think I was shocked that Brian Flores got fired, but part of me was like Jim Harbaugh. If Jim Harbaugh came there,
I said that to my friends
because he was good, but he was more of a defensive coach, and we need to put up points.
I thought about this. What if the Texans just threw a bunch of money at Harbaugh? Because Harbaugh's not going to put up with shit. Like, he's going to walk in, and after 5 days, he's going to walk in the owner's office and be like, all right, you gave me all this money. Either you get Jack Easterby the fuck out of my goddamn building and never let him be near me, or I'm just going to walk on this contract. Like, there's no way.
He's just like in a dream job, though. Why would he leave Michigan ever? I don't think Michigan's going to fire him.
He said recently he could go back to the NFL. I think he wants another crack at it. Plus, he knows it took him this long to beat Ohio State, and all of his key players from this year are gone next year. He knows Ohio State's going to kick the shit out of him next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Like, you're not going to just replace Aiden Hutchinson. You're not going to replace those two running backs.
You could draft him with the Giants, maybe. And then my whole
or the Texans.
My whole chaos scenario is Nathaniel Hackett goes to the Giants. He's tight with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers wants out in Green Bay. And then he's like, head on over to New York. And then you can still root for him because it's on my team too.
But I can't.
Assuming Aaron leaves.
I can't ever root for the Giants after what you did to Brett Favre.
You have to. I root for the Packers for you.
I know. I don't root against you. It still hurts. You ended my childhood quarterback's career as a Packer.
I didn't.
And I was there. I took it personally. There. I was like, am I the bad luck guy? I didn't know.
Maybe it was you. Maybe that was it, though. Are you freaking out a little bit about Jordan Love, though?
I was saying this to my friends. I think his ceiling is Jimmy G. Not great for a first round pick. That's his
He
ceiling.
looked great against the Lions. It was, I mean, he's not in regular starting duty, but
missing wide open fucking swing passes, not great. I say we trade him. I say we just accept that we fucked up that pick, trade him for a 6th rounder and make Aaron happy. Let's go.
Well, what if I told you you could get Daniel Jones as your future quarterback in exchange for Aaron Rodgers and whatever picks you get as well? Like, but then Daniel Jones comes to Green Bay and you're like, hey, looks like we're set.
Actually, Daniel Jones could, I think.
You go Favre to Rodgers to Jones?
Here's the thing. I think Daniel Jones could actually run this system.
Yeah, because he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, he's a competent, sometimes quarterback. In this system, I think it would help a lot.
All right.
Why do you want to get rid of him so bad then?
I'm just saying, because I'd take Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, where's your Oh, see, you even got the Danny Dimes sticker right there. You're not loyal.
I'm right here. Yeah, I'm loyal. I'm just listening to the tabloids. They like the Giants have nobody in charge right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just preparing myself. I'm throwing all the scenarios in my head. So if one of them hits that I thought of, I'm like, I called it. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
That's a good way to live it.
I'm the guy at the roulette table that puts I put money on every single one of the numbers. So it's like, and then I just lose my shit when any of them get landed on, which obviously is going to happen. I love watching
but the over and the under. Just so
dude, you put 27 chips on 27 different things. Yeah, but I fucking won. It's like, I don't think you really won, man. Like, yeah, that one won, but you lost money. You did. There was a net loss. No, I just won. Like, okay. This is not going to be a profitable system you're running, dude.
It's like verbal meme. You're that guy who they put in the metal around his neck. He's biting it. He's blowing champagne. Then it pans out it's 3rd place.
Yep. There is that guy in the casino though. And you're just like, you get to celebrate loudly. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? Maybe. You're just paying to celebrate, I guess. Whatever makes you happy.
Maybe I'll be that guy in 2 weeks.
Bet responsibly though. 100 game. All right. What's our next comeback kid? The playoffs. The Yoffs. The NFL playoffs. Super wild card weekend is back. Only a little different this time. We get you gotta be stoked that you're not having to watch the Packers because
no, not. They get yeah, it's awesome they get the bye. I hate when the Packers aren't on TV. Oh, I just want to watch my team, man.
See, I'm always conditioned, but thank God the Giants don't fucking play today. Like, I don't have to suffer through 4 hours. Like last Sunday, I told him, I was like, I'm just so fucking happy that I only have 4 more hours of this dumb shit fucking team to just make me sad and ruin my Sundays. Like, I can bet on whoever I want from now on, and I don't have to spend 4 hours of my life watching a team that I love that just makes me sad.
Hi, Sam.
She's waving at us this time if you're just listening.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. I see, here's what I'm helping out. This is what I'm saying in my head to myself is, okay, at least it's 1 more week and let's just get it colder. Like every week I want it to be colder in Green Bay. Like I want it to be like -16 every game in Lambeau, like snowing all morning, but no snow by the time they get to the game. It's just absolutely freezing fucking cold because Aaron can deal with that.
Yeah.
What other quarterbacks that we're going to be playing can? Dak can't. You put Dak in -16, he's going to be so inaccurate.
That would be, yeah. That seems like a matchup that's probably coming eventually.
The only thing that scares me though is if they play the 49ers in that weather. Because
get past Dallas. We'll talk about that here in the picks segment.
Well, no, I'm saying if it does happen, just because they're a run the ball team. Sometimes that is the Packers' Achilles heel, and in cold weather, it's hard to tackle.
Yeah, and Shannon knows the floor pretty well.
You can keep the ball out of Aaron's hands. That's your best game plan. So that does worry me a little bit. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
But we do get 2 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, or vice versa. 2 on 1. I think it's 2, 3, and then you have a Monday night playoff game, the first ever Monday night playoff game between the Rams and the Cardinals. So that should be pretty exciting. But yeah, the playoff football, we only have a couple more weeks left of the season. So I don't know. This is the first season that I'm not upset that football is winding down. And I feel like I'm going to regret saying that when football is over after the Super Bowl. But like right
Don't
now,
you say that.
I just have such like I feel like I'm so like exhausted watching my team this year. Which is like, yeah, you don't do anything. You sit on the couch and you watch your team. It's like, I know, but like, just like this was the least fun I've had in my entire life watching the Giants.
It's been a rough
32
couple
years
years
old. And it was just like, this was the worst it's ever been.
Actually, so hold on. The boat picture was what, 5 years ago?
Yes, and they've not had.
Hold on.
They haven't been above 500 since.
I'm not trying to just bring that up for no reason. Was it 4 years ago that I joined, or was it 5?
I don't know.
I was just thinking about this. I was like, man, does that coincide with me joining the podcast?
Fuck.
Has Alex not had a good time watching football since I've been here?
It's been a while, man.
We'll fire me for a week and then rehire me, and let's see if that can reset it.
I don't know, but they got to do something. Hopefully the GM and stuff turn around. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the playoffs, and we'll get into the PTG pick segment where we pick 3 games against the spread or the totals. And hold on, yeah, that was all we had for comeback. So yeah, that was the comeback hit segment. Let's get to the PTG picks segment. Last week, to quickly recap our picks, I went 2-1. Pat went 1-2. We are still really, really close in this one, and we're going to do this through the Super Bowl.
You won the regular season, though, buddy. Congrats.
But, hey, regular season only matters if you finish it off. This isn't a regular season title. It's the full-on playoffs included and everything. So you still have time to catch me and beat me, and you were a half a game behind me this time last week. So I am now 31-23 on the year. You are 29-24-1 on the year. So just to make sure we are on the same page, we are going to do over-unders or just straight up against the spread until the Super Bowl or until the conference championships. Where we can do prop bets then.
Maybe we do prop bets also for conference championship, because then otherwise you have to double pick at least one game. I think prop bets are fair in the conference championships.
Why don't we do a poll? We'll do a poll. At Gravy Gambles can do a poll and let y'all know. Give Gravy Gambles a follow. We post our picks every single week. Everything we bet on, every single day, everything we bet on, you get to stay.
And then maybe what about for the Super Bowl? Maybe we do. You have to pick spread. You have to pick over under, and then maybe 2 props. We do that a 4.
No, last year we did over under, spread, and then 1 prop, because it really makes you narrow it down and put all.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably fair.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. All right, so yeah, I am 31-23 on the year. Pat's 29-24-1 on the year. Pat, why don't you start us off this week, since I won last week?
First pick, I'm going Tampa minus 8.5 over Philly. Yes, I know Tampa's receiving is kind of whatever it is. He's still got Mike Evans and Gronk, and he'll catch somebody else up to speed.
Fournette's coming back. Fournette's coming back too.
Philly does have a weird ability to hang around sometimes, but it's now playoff football. Tom's going to have his team ready. They should just beat the fucking brakes off of Philly.
I was looking at this one. The only reason I didn't take this one is because I saw that it's supposed to be really, really rainy in Tampa Bay on Sunday. And I feel like that favors a run game. So Philly is mostly a run-based offense, which made me think that maybe they could keep it close. And since it was more than a touchdown, it was more than just one score. That was why I kind of like laid back on it. Yeah,
8.5 is a big point difference for the playoffs, for the offs. But I'm sticking with Tom. Number 2, I'm going over 44 in New England Buffalo. I mean, New England's going to try and run the ball, keep it out of Josh Allen's hands. I think they're going to have to score to win this game. I think Buffalo still ends up winning it, but I think Buffalo's going to put up some points as well. I see Buffalo winning, but over 44 seems like the play. I looked up the weather. supposed to be nice weather. Nothing to really worry about. That's what I was when I first saw the line. I was like, "Are we getting some fucking Buffalo weather?" No, it's supposed to be bright.
Yeah,
and shiny
after that Monday
day.
Night Football game in Buffalo where the wind just fucked everything, like I was like, I'm not touching this one. I don't care about the wind prediction. I'm just not fucking touching this.
Yeah, I just think this could be a classic one. A classic.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be nice.
Each got one. Each one. They split the season series. It'll be interesting to see who comes away with it. But I do think the Bills get the win in this one, though.
Yeah, but also, would you be surprised at all if New England does?
No.
Last one. I said this one for last because you also have this one. Cincinnati -5.5 over Vegas. Vegas almost blew it last week. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are just freaks.
Yeah, this feels like it could be an upset. Like if you had to pick an upset game, I would pick the Raiders to beat the Bengals just because the Bengals haven't won a playoff game. And I think there's the meme going around that is like, since text messaging has been around, no one has ever been able to text the phrase, the Bengals just won a playoff game. No one has been able to do that. So that's been a very, very long time. Made me nervous to take this one, but it's just like seeing Jamar Chase, seeing Joe Mixon, seeing Joe Burrow, all of those guys and that defense that Cincinnati has. It makes it seem like they're going to be able to do this. And the Raiders aren't the best offensive team.
But they're scrappy.
They are scrappy. Feels like they could hang in this. I feel like the Bengals, though, could win by a touchdown. There's the 5.5 covered.
I mean, I could also see them blowing the doors open on this.
Right, but I could also see them winning by like 7.
Yeah, Mixon's back. Everybody's healthy. It's the Bengals' time, at least for this game. It's their time.
So that's your third pick. Yeah, I'm also taking the Bengals, like he just said. Bengals -5.5 over the Raiders for the reasoning I just gave you. Then maybe it's a jinx pick. I don't know. Maybe it's not a jinx pick. Cowboys -3 over the 49ers. 49ers is a hot upset pick. I hope I lose this bet. I hope I fucking lose this. I hope I fucking lose this.
I love watching Cowboys fans be sad.
I would be so happy if I lost this bet. And maybe that's why I'm placing it. But Cowboys -3. It feels like if they do win, they are going to win in decisive fashion. If it's a close game, I think the 49ers win.
Yeah.
Cowboys either win by 10 or 49ers win by like 6 to like 3 to 6.
I don't know. I could see Cowboys winning on like, having the ball last, kicking a field goal for the win. I could see that. Yeah, I agree with you. I hope San Francisco wins. Part of me actually kind of hopes Dallas wins too, because I'd like the Packers to beat the Cowboys in the playoffs, because I would probably watch that live with my friends. And then maybe I get to recreate my semi-famous "Look at My Asshole" video.
Yeah,
and make them look at my butthole for a second time in our lives.
You could live stream it.
Yeah, it won't be Manuary anymore by that point. Well, maybe it will be. Yeah,
might be.
I'll show my dick and maybe my asshole.
What did I come back to?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, now imagine what my sister thinks every time she hears me doing this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, I just been gone for like 10 minutes and then came back, and very first thing I hear is you're gonna show people your stuff.
I'm not showing people my asshole. I'm showing my friends my asshole.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. It just sounded like you were gonna show everyone.
I'm not obscene.
A little bit, you are though.
I'm very.
It is funny though that since we're doing this over like at the internet as opposed to in person. Like anybody in our households only hears one side of a 3-person conversation, and it's like always the weirdest parts that they pick up on.
That's the way I prefer it.
But so yeah, hopefully you can show your friends your asshole again, because the Cowboys lose to the Packers.
Did I just hear Emma laugh in the background?
She did. She gasped, I think. She didn't hear what you had said before. So, but yeah, Cowboys -3 is my second pick. And then my last pick is Pittsburgh and the Chiefs under 47 points. I know it's not fun to bet the under, but the Chiefs have gone under in the last 5 games. they've played on the total. They have gone under in 7 of the last 9 games that they've played on the total, and Pittsburgh can't fucking score. So those 2 trends, statistics made me lean under in this. This does scream like, how many points do you think Pittsburgh's going to put up? Maybe like worst case scenario, I see like
3.
17-27. It's 44 points. We're clear.
Yeah, I don't really see them scoring. I think at the very high end, they could get like 21, possibly 24, which, you're fucked at that point. But I don't see them scoring over 17.
I don't see it. They may not even score 10. They may score 10.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine them scoring that. And then
I feel like they're in the 10 to 13
I think will run
range.
the ball to kill time. And so, yeah, I'm going to go under.
Will they be able to run the ball?
I think if they get a lead, they will.
I mean, that defense
That's what I'm talking about.
It's still a stout defense. I don't know if they'll be able to run it, but yeah.
This seems like a game where the Steelers would be in it at halftime. It'd be like 10-7 at halftime. And then the Chiefs just kind of pull away in the second half.
Yeah, they get like 2 field goals.
But it's just like, okay.
Yeah, Pittsburgh only has like 2 field goals in the second half. They score fucking like 16 points.
I can see 20-7 would be a perfect
13
score for this game.
I would see it more like 24 or 27-7.
Yeah, something like that. I could see that. But so yeah, so recapping our picks, I have the Bengals -5.5 over the Raiders, the Cowboys -3 over the 49ers, and the Steelers and Chiefs under 47 points on the total. Pat's got the Bengals -5.5 over the Raiders. He's got the Bucks -8.5 over Philly, and the Pats and Bills over 44 on the total. These have been our PTG picks. We'll post the graphic with them on Saturday and then again on Sunday. But this is a pretty close race. We don't really have a punishment yet, so maybe we need to figure out a punishment for the.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to do a punishment.
We were supposed to figure it out. Never did. But PTG picks segment done right there. WWJD coming up. We are going to, all you got to do if you'd like to participate in the WWJD segment, use the hashtag PTG WWJD on Twitter. We are at Pass Gray Pod. Make sure to use the hashtag and throw Jesus in a situation he might find himself in today's times. And we'll tell you, what would Jesus do in that situation? We're only going to do this segment until you guys stop sending in submissions. So hit us up, hashtag PTGWWJD to at Pass Gray Pod. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
Do you have a hairy chest? Try to derail this real quick. Or do you have some hair?
Iffy.
What if? Okay, so that's good enough. What if it was just one wax strip?
Go watch the video version for like a sexy cleavage shot at me.
Like what if our punishment was we had to just wax down one strip and rip that bitch out?
I don't want to do that.
But see, like, I mean, you're in the lead right now. But like, doesn't that seem like a good one? You can do it like I was gonna say the whole thing is kind of shitty, but just like one good one to just, and then you have just a bald spot in the middle of your, like, because I got a little bit going on. I got some. There's my nipple.
You say it's about even chest hair ratio, Robert?
What's that?
Would you say we have even amounts of chest hair?
Mine spreads out a little bit more. Also, my video quality isn't as good. I think I got a little bit more, but I also have more mass to spread it out.
It looked pretty similar.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Yeah, none of us we weren't like this. The guys that just have like the Armenian chest, and you're like, whoa, like that wouldn't be fair if one of us did that. Dude, Armenian people are just very hairy. And I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking.
I would have said Austin Powers, but okay, whatever.
Okay. Don't cancel me. Bleep that out, Robert. But if we had like super duper like Austin Powers type chest, then that wouldn't really be fair.
Well, my first thought was to wax the ass, but nobody wants to see the proof of that.
Right.
I think it sounds like a good idea.
Or what about your legs? Like one good strip.
Oh, I
on the
definitely don't
leg.
want to do my leg.
See that, but that's the thing. It's got to be one that sucks.
Eyebrow.
Can't do an eyebrow, dude.
No, yeah.
I'm management, man. I can't be walking around the restaurant with one goddamn eyebrow.
What if it's just where you like shave like that line in the eyebrow that those guys used to do in high school? You're like, what does that even mean? Why are you doing that? It's
My
style,
boss. Dude. So I had told Alec beforehand, like I'm getting moved to salary at work, and my boss, he was like, hey, like he said it like jokingly. He was like, hey, part of your new agreement is no more mullet. And I was like, yeah. I told him, I was like, I'm only gonna have it for 2 more weeks anyway. Like this is just as soon as I'm back from Vegas, this bitch is gone. I just want to have a dumbass haircut for Vegas. But he was like, oh, okay. But like he said it jokingly, but I could tell he was also like,
I don't believe it.
Get rid of your fucking mullet, man. Like, why are you doing this?
People fear a manager with a mullet.
It's power hair, power mullet.
Yeah, that is. It's power in the front, party in the back.
I feel like I look
heard
like
that.
I heard it.
Okay.
Power in the front, fear in the back. Or whichever
Party
way you said
in the back.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like I look like I used to play hockey in high school, and I just never let go of it.
I wouldn't say you look like that.
Well, just I mean, not body wise. Thanks for calling me fat, man. But just the hair.
That's not what I meant. I meant you look like you used to be like a semi-pro wrestler.
My finishing move was I would just slap you in the face with my mullet. I'm just always covered.
It goes with mullet as a wrestling name, but I can't.
My character is just always covered in like chips and like stadium nacho cheese.
Pat Mullet.
The American mullet.
There you go. Righteous Gemstones is back this week, and there's a whole wrestling storyline in the first episode. So
I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait because I gotta.
It's so fucking good. I couldn't wait.
Oh, dope, dude! I just got followed by and some fake hot girls trying to DM me on Twitter. What's up?
That's what's up.
So I'm so
nice,
back.
Dude.
I'm so
nice,
back.
Dude. It's January. They get it.
What if I just responded with "I'm so back"?
I wouldn't respond to those.
Hi, dear. How was your day? What is he, my mother?
Thanks.
Do you want to be my mommy?
Ooh, that'll get him. Do it.
Do you know how dusty your grandmother's pussy is?
Don't do that. You're not Bob Saget. You're not Bob Saget yet.
Okay.
All right, we were at What Would Jesus Do? We're at the What Would Jesus Do segment. This question for today was sent in by David Sanchez at L Sancho 182 on Twitter. And David says, what type of fireworks would Jesus buy? I think this was probably from around New Year's, but still plays. What kind of fireworks is JC going with?
Oh, he's going big mortars.
You think so? I was thinking more sparkler guy. He might be a sparkler guy where it's just, oh, and he's holding 2 sparklers. Like he loves making crosses with the sparklers. Like you can do all kinds of stuff.
Well, maybe he just buys a bunch of sparklers and black cats, and then Jesus powers and turns them into Roman candles and mortars. So he saves money, but still puts up a show for everybody. Maybe one of those boxes where you just light the corner of it and then it just shoots a bunch of stuff. Whatever Terry couldn't back up from. That's what Jesus would buy.
And then when somebody's like, oh shit, we don't have a bottle for this bottle rocket to shoot out of. He's like, you got a water bottle? They're like, yeah. He's like, wine bottle. Done. Here, drink this.
Fuck yeah. No, I mean, Jesus is putting on a show, but maybe he buys cheap ones and then turns them into expensive shit.
Robert, what do you think?
Yeah, I was stuck between like the 2 ones you said, sparklers or a mortar. But I think he'll go mortar.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
with a bang.
he has the ones that shoot up in the air and explode into stuff. Like one, boom, it explodes. It's a giant cross. One, boom, it explodes. It's a halo.
Yeah. Like if there was any sort of firework called a burning bush, like that would be the one he'd go with for sure.
He gets one of those big ones where it just shoots up like 9 in a row and it goes like HOLYBIBLE. Like each one is just another letter.
When I say holy, you say Bible, holy, Bible, holy, but yeah, I like that.
Like, oh no, I mean the fireworks aren't rapping.
He's on the mic. He's on the mic while the fireworks are going too.
And then just to mess with everyone,
he leads men.
He has one that goes up there and it says Austin 3:16. And then everyone's like, don't you mean John? And then you hear the glass shatter and fucking Stone Cold comes out to join the fireworks show because JC's got connects.
And JC's just having a good time. He's like, I forgot you guys that time. He crosses it out because he can do that because he's Jesus. And he's just like John 3:16. Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily matters what ones Jesus is buying. You know they're going to be good and you know it's going to be a show.
Jesus is throwing on a fucking hell of a show. Yeah. And you know, like if you went to like a 4th of July thing on the lake, like he could just be walking out on the lake, like orchestrating everything.
Ooh, that'd be good. Well, I was thinking it's going to be New Year's because, you know, like it's a couple days after his birthday. He's going to have all that birthday money burning a hole in his pocket. He's going to get some sick fireworks.
Yeah, he might get fireworks for his birthday too.
That could, he very well could.
Never know. You never know. But yeah, that's a great question. Great question, David.
I want to see a religious fireworks show now.
I don't think David submitted it. I don't know if David submitted anything to us. If you have, I apologize for not remembering. And if not, then hey, thanks for weighing in. It's good to hear from you again.
Yeah.
Hashtag PTG WWJD at Pass Grade Pod. Hit us up. That's how we search for it and find the What Would Jesus Do scenarios. Pat, will you tell everybody about our good friends at Alamo Remedy CBD real quick?
Yeah, I mean, once again, I'm gonna start it off the same way I do every time. I don't know what it is about this room. I'm a little stuffed up, but right there, I can still smell that beautiful cucumber lotion. Remember, guys, just CBD, no THC. You're not gonna get high, but you got a little bit of a stiff neck like I do right now. It's time to, if you watch the video version, you see I'm flipping around in this chair like crazy partially because I can't get comfortable, partially because I have ADD and I can't fucking sit still. But I sit weird. My shoulders get scrunched up. Throw a little bit of this cream on. I'm all good to go in like 10 minutes. It's perfect. They also got the gummies. Those of you that got a sweet tooth out there, tincture. If you're, I don't know, a high profile, high speed businessman that doesn't have time to stop and do anything in the morning, you just bam, couple drops of tincture under the tongue or a couple drops in your water bottle. If you're a healthy person, likes to stay hydrated throughout the day, that's a perfect way to go it. They got the hemp flower. If you like to smoke a little bit of the hot lettuce, but maybe you got a drug test coming up and you can't be doing that for work, bam, there you go. Still going to give you a nice mellow feeling. Not going to get you super buzzed or anything like that. It is non-psychoactive, just CBD. I mean, what more could you want? This is perfect. Now they got some people, they went out and they tried that Delta 8. I'm pretty sure Texas just said, no, fuck you. You can't have that. Come back home. Come back home to CBD. It's perfect for, I almost said it's perfect for the whole family. I don't think you want to be giving it to kids, though. I don't know how that shit works legally. And on the safe side, don't give CBD to your children. Maybe dogs, though. I heard dogs do like CBD. I don't know. Don't fact check that. Or do fact check that before you give it to your dogs. Maybe that's the way we should go with this.
I'd like to just think that if Alamo Remedy even listens to this, that they're just like, nope, yeah, nope. No,
they're just sitting there like, can we send this guy a fucking copy? Jesus Christ!
That is on y'all for not sending Pat copy. That is on you for not sending Pat copy and just expecting him to riff off of a website.
I just love it. Oh shit! You know what? I forgot about this one last week too. It's getting to be that season. It's cold. You're outside. Get dry lips. We got lip balm, natural hydrating CBD lip balm. Ooh, couple different kinds. We got peppermint. There was the other one. And then, we got a couple. Capsules. Capsules too. Maybe you're not a gummy guy. You don't like tincture. Bam. You take your morning aspirin, for heart health. It's just what you got to do. Take a little CBD too. Add it to your morning pills.
It's perfect. Why wouldn't you do it?
One more. Lemon hydrate. That sounds good. I think I'm going to go with that one over the peppermint. Lemon hydrating CBD lip balm. Sounds delightful.
And be sure to use promo code PTG at checkout. You can get 10% off of your order at alamoremedy.com. If you get anything, tag them at Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD on Instagram and Twitter. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the pod. Alamo Remedy, the official CBD sponsor of Pass
real
the
quick
Gravy.
too. It's just one. They've got 5 different lip balms. You can buy the single or you can buy the 5-pack that comes with lemon, peppermint, natural, raspberry, and vanilla.
What?
That raspberry sounds very intriguing right now. I want it. I want it right now.
Good.
I need same day shipping right now.
While you were doing that, that just made me think of I just watched I was flipping through TV and Price is Right was on. So, you're like, while I figure out what else I'm going to watch, have Price is Right is on. And they have dudes as like the prize presenters now. And it's just so funny to be like, well, what do you like? What is your job entail? I'd be like, well, usually like there's a thing and I just kind of gesture at it. And it's like, because like, I don't know why, maybe it is Manuary. I'm not trying to take men down or anything, but it's like with the girl, like with Vanna White has just conditioned us to like, they present things, deal or no deal. And then it's like, the guy was like, and you're going to get a jet ski too, if you can get this. And the guy was just like rubbing his hand on a jet ski. And it's like, it's not as like, it doesn't look as like cool.
You know what Vanna White does? Yeah, I do that, but like way less sexy.
But in dress pants.
What if they just had me? Like a shirt, like I'm just wearing a regular t-shirt and jeans, and like the t-shirt's not too small, but it should still probably be one size bigger. So like when I reach up, my gut is gonna fall out a little bit, but like if I'm just standing there, it's fine.
Eye candy, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So show the cleavage.
Show them what
It's a V-neck. It's a V-neck.
It's a deep V. It's
such a deep
V. It's just hair and partial man tit. That's all you see. and then when I reach up first, like maybe I'm showing off a ladder, so I got to reach up high to show the height of it. But you just get to see the butt. It's like under boob, but for man, it's just the bottom of my gut. No belly button. You're not getting to see that much, but you get to see a little bit. Just a little taste.
I don't know who wouldn't watch at that point. A little bit of everything. You get the girl and you get Pat.
It's called The Price is.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Who wants to give their not cool out of the three of us first?
I'll go. I don't know if it's. I got to get a new charging cord soon. It's not like this thing doesn't work, but it's not like exact Apple brand. And I feel like the port on my phone's a little loose. So like, it just constantly wants to, like, I can't leave it next to me charging in bed anymore. I have to put it on the table next to my bed and like plug it in and just leave it there all night, when it's just so much easier to sleep next to your phone. I don't know if anybody else does it that way, but it's much easier now. Like when it to like shut off my alarm, I actually have to like roll over out of fucking bed and reach over the table, when before I could just like smack the pillow next to me.
Makes it easier to get up at least, probably.
Yeah. No, because I just roll over and shut it off and then go back to sleep. But here's the thing also. I've been doing this more and more frequently. When I do that, because it's not right next to my face and I can't like just hit it, I keep shutting it off. So on days when I open the restaurant, like today, this rolls right into it. I woke up when I was supposed to be there. So I was like 30 minutes late to work today.
Oops.
And I've done it once a week, like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you just got to buy yourself a good old fashioned, like regular alarm clock.
I'm probably still going to hit the wrong thing on that.
No, he has to get one of those that like fall on the floor and you have to chase to turn off.
That's what I'm saying. It not being right on your bed probably made it easier to get up. But like, yeah, you need to put it on like a table like away from your bed, so that you have to get up. You're already up at that point.
No, I'll find a like I will find a way to reach the corner of my room from my bed when it's my first alarm going off in the morning.
A giant stick.
I'll find a fucking way. So that kind of sucks. But also like, so I like my whole family is still on a family plan, and my parents are coming to town this weekend, and I guess we're switching to T-Mobile. So like, I don't know if I'm getting a new phone from that. I don't think so. maybe I'm getting a new phone. That'd be tight, but like, I'm worried I'm gonna go buy this charger today or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get a new phone and not fucking need it because it's gonna come with one, and then I won't have a fucked up charging port. I don't know. I got to transfer data. I got
Then
so
you'd
many
have-
unknowns coming
Then
up.
you would have 2 chargers, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, I probably should have 2 anyway. Like this
I
should just
have
be my
so
backup, and I
many.
should have a
I
good
have
one.
The one in Emma has one in our living room. I have one in our living room. I have 3 in my bedroom, and I got one in the little studio I'm in right now. Just like
I
always
should.
good to have a little juice ready to go. And it's just like a lot of them have been like accumulated over the years. You buy one Apple product, you get the same thing. But
I don't do that.
yes, yeah, that's true.
I got a new phone.
But
When
like
we
you just
switched.
accumulate them over time, though.
No, I don't,
I feel like I do
because I
You
don't
forget
buy
them
new Apple
sometimes when they come
products.
over.
See, nobody comes over to my house. I have the one until it dies. Occasionally, like the only person that would ever come over to my house was my brother's buddy who plays poker professionally and travels the country. And it seemed like every time he stayed, he would just take one of our chargers with him also. So I'm at such a net loss of charging cords in my life. People just take mine. And like maybe one's been left behind.
Just go on Amazon and get I think I got like the 2 6-foot ones, the Amazon brand ones. And it's like, eventually they crap out, but like you get like a year or 2 out of them. And it's like $10 for 2 of them.
That's what I should do. But like, I need to get, because I get off-brand one. I need to get the actual Apple ones because I feel like no matter what with these charging ports, they always fit perfectly in the charging port better than all the other ones.
The app, the one from the actual place. Yeah, they do that on purpose.
Yeah. And just like their cords are very bendable and they work fine and all that shit. What I need to look into is just finding one of those. I don't know. Does the iPhone 8, does that work with the wireless charging stations?
I would bet Google could tell you the answer to that.
Probably. But I don't want to do that. And by the time we're done, I'm going to forget to Google it. So if someone could just tweet at me and let me know, that'd be sick.
Just remind us. This is a lot of what we do in the podcast, just figure out questions that we really have that we just need you guys to tell us the answers to, but we are too lazy to look up.
Well, it's going to be cool too, because somebody is going to like tweet at me and be like, hey, this one works with the iPhone 8. And I'm like, sweet. I forgot I even talked about that this week. This is going to happen in like 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, I got a dumb brain. I don't remember anything.
I have pretty good recall on like a lot of the podcast conversations just because I do a bunch of the video clips we post now. But like there are times where people like, if it's just like a direct quote of the podcast, I'm like, I
feel like we're better than we
where we're
used to be
going
at
with this. I'm a lot better than I used to.
Like what the first
take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? And you're like, when did I say that?
Right. Like the first 2 years, I want to say year, maybe 2 years that I was on the podcast, at least once a week, someone would tweet at me and Alex and we would text each other and be like, do you have any idea what they're talking about? And like now that almost never happens. Like, I think we've gotten better at remembering what we talk about. Yeah,
because it makes me feel bad. And it makes me feel like whatever I said was just garbage because if I don't remember it. Although I do have I do talk a lot throughout the week on like between the morning show, the 2 podcasts, and then just like other shit.
But I will say there's also this. We're not drinking in person anymore, so you're not getting as drunk because by osmosis, you see me drinking more and you just drink faster. And 2, my tolerance has gotten way up. So maybe we're just actually not as drunk and we're remembering.
I've also just realized that maybe if I don't drink to get drunk on the podcast, that it makes it a better podcast at times.
I don't drink to get drunk. The beers just taste so good from our friends over at Southern Star.
I mean, and there's times I do get a little tipsy, a little buzz, get a little drunk, but like I feel like, doing this virtually instead of in person, which we're going to go back to in person sometime this year. We just got to get all the equipment to make it way easier on Robert. Like, that's not also Robert like telling us we can't do it in person. That's me saying like, I know that it was more of a pain in the ass before Zoom, and now having Zoom and then going back to the other way, it doesn't make sense. So like, we're going to get something where Robert can it's like a switchboard. It's just something we have to buy, but
yeah. And remember, you want
to donate us some money, we can do that too. No, we're not really taking donations, but buy merch. Just buy merch. PassiveGameMerch.com.
Yeah. I would crush like 6 to 10 beers every pod when I was over at your place. Remember that shit? Now, and like, I feel bad because
Yes, I
I
do
don't
remember that.
I don't do the pyramids anymore because usually I drink like maybe hi Sam. I'll have like 4 beers, and you can't really make a pyramid out of 4 beers. That's just 2 on top of 2. So if anybody wonders why I don't do the pyramids really as frequently, I haven't done one in a couple months, I think. That's why. It's just I'm not crushing as many beers during the podcast.
A little behind the scenes though, didn't really cares. Quickly, like we're going to go back to in-person podcasting at some point this year, but then we're still gonna probably do some like we're doing right now, like during Big Brother season. If Pat wants to finish the podcast, do the podcast in person here, then have to fight traffic, get home in time because he doesn't have DVR, like to get home in time to watch. I'm not shitting on you, but like to get home in time for Big Brother to start and not miss it, and then make sure you can watch it and all that stuff. It's like it is going to be practical at some point in time for us to do these, and like maybe hey, I gotta duck out right after this. I don't have time to come over to your place. Like that'll happen.
Yeah.
But like it is nicer when we're in person. It's just you don't have like the digital like there's a digital divide to a little bit. Just like the timing is off a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've powered through it. But we've done a year plus now on this, and I think we've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah, much better than the first couple ones.
Minus the live one that we did for the 400th.
Yeah.
Your internet just was like absolutely fucking not.
Yeah. That's something I need to look into this year. Is I got to go to Xfinity and be like, hey, all right, how can we upgrade this fucking internet?
No, and then I really think it was like the combo of that, and then us like with like the ability for people to comment in real time. We're not great at,
Well, and I believe there was weather.
Not being super distracted too.
I think there was weather too, and like we've discussed on here before, for some reason weather fucks with my internet. I don't get it. I just need better internet. That's a big part of it.
I'm sure this is a great conversation for a lot of people too. So I apologize to everybody for our weird conversation of just inside shit. But Robert, what is your not cool?
So for Christmas, I bought Sam like this little hairpin that she really liked, and I bought it around Black Friday. And so as soon as I got it, I wrapped
like a bobby
it.
pin?
Yeah, sort of. It's really hard to describe. It's like a U shape, and then it's like something that sticks through like that.
Guys talking pens,
Yeah. And just for her hair. So I wrapped it as soon as I got it, and she opened it on Christmas Day. But it wouldn't stick in her hair, so I decided to return it. I return it. It arrives at the place. A week or so goes by, and I still haven't received like, hey, we received your returns. So I'm getting a little worried. Then a few days after that, I get the email saying, oh, we received your return, but it arrived damaged, and it was worn, and it was past our 30-day return window. So I'm like, okay. I already had several issues with that. If it was damaged, then that was done like on the way to you. I didn't do it. So
yeah,
not my fault. And it wasn't worn because, like I said, it stayed in the packaging the whole time, and Sam only tried it on, and when it wouldn't stick in her hair, she was like, okay, I'm just going to return it. So that's not worn. I don't think that's, you trying it on.
I mean, she technically wore it for a sec. It's like gently worn, and gently is being incredibly incredibly like less than gently worn, basically.
Mm-hmm. She had it on maybe.
It's like, how do you think that somebody figures out that it doesn't fit them, like, or it doesn't work on them? Like, they have to try it on.
Honestly, she probably had it on for like 3 minutes max, like just trying to like get it into her hair and stay in her hair. And then with that, like, a lot of companies had like an extended return policy for the holidays.
Because you bought it and just had to sit with it, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, technically it's been bought for a while, but it's really been only like gifted for less than the 30
day. Yeah. And so I thought the company had that, and that's what I told them, like, oh, I thought you had this, but if I'm mistaken, and if it was only 30 days, then why was I even allowed to send it back? Like, why did I go to your website, run your returns, and you gave me a return shipping label? And also they told me that they can, because of that, they won't they won't refund me. They won't refund me. They can just send it back to me. They said, "Oh, we can send it back to you. We'll just send you an invoice for that." So they want to, if it's broken, they want to send it back to me and charge me for the return shipping. I'm like, no. Like,
do they think you're gonna go through the like? So what they think is you're trying to run some racket on like a hairpin thing.
yeah.
Where you fuck up hairpins, send it back to get a refund, and not another hairpin also, so you can buy another one that does work. That's what they're in their minds. That's what they're thinking. Solid logic, guys. This is why I don't return things. You know that. That's my policy. And it's like I buy things. I bought the best story ever was when I got to give you the taco shorts. I bought taco shorts that didn't fit me, and I was like, Robert, did these fit you? And you're like, they look like they will. Yeah. Robert gets to wear those taco shorts, and I was like, I don't have to worry about just shorts sitting in my house because I don't return shit. Yeah,
Ever.
Just takes a trip to the post office. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just eat that. That sucks. It sucks when you have to return stuff, and it's just like only bad stuff. You never hear, I just sent it back, and that was it. Because nobody talks about it when it does happen, but it's just like you just hear the worst stories ever about trying to return something, and people are like, well, I can only give you like partial credit or like store credit or this. No, not returning things.
Yeah, it should have been simple just to return it. Like, here, take it back, give me my money back. Like, nope. They give me these 3 different reasons, which I have issue with. All of them. It's like, it's not, I don't know. It's really
anytime you give multiple excuses, you're full of shit. In life,
I think so too.
If you go, well, no, because of this, well, and also this, and then this, and you're like, no. You're fucking making shit up. If there was a good reason, you would just give me the good reason. You're just like saying things because you know you're in the wrong.
Do they have like a place where you could review them, Robert?
I don't know. I didn't
real
look at
shame.
it. Yeah,
Real
it
shame
would be
if the
real
Gravy
shame.
Gang found out about this
Real shame.
information and then
Ooh, you
them.
leave
It'd be a
them
real
a
shame.
review and just be, hey, your customer service, not cool. 1 star.
Did they realize that this is Manuary and that you, in fact, are a man that was
Or half a star.
Yeah, but like, I mean, we could stick the Gravy Gang on. You get the info, you tweet it out. Rabid dogs, we'll take him down, Robert.
I think the biggest thing against them is that if it was more than 30 days over, why could I go to their website and say, hey, let me return this? The website should have been automatically, oh, no, it's too late.
Yeah. That's kind of what Amazon will do at times when you try to return stuff via Amazon. Not that I know that, but I've definitely heard people be like, yeah, no, I tried to send that back and it was, sorry, you passed whatever this is. And it just depends on the vendor or the seller. But yeah, I mean, Emma has her own company. It's like Emma's cool as shit. Anytime people like nobody really tries to scam her or anything, but it's like she'll be like, yeah, oh, okay, I'll refund you for that. Sorry about that. Like, to just like try and take it to like that many degrees. It's like, no, fuck you. It's like, dude, I don't want to be doing business. You know what, Robert? You let me know who did this. Never gonna do business with them ever. All right. You have my word. I am boycotting them. Unless it is like Amazon as a whole, and I will not do that.
I'll tell you that this is going to make it worse for you. It's a company in Dallas/Fort Worth.
Oh, of course they fucked it up.
I mean, at this point, it's kind of on you for doing business with them.
I didn't know that beforehand, but I do now.
I mean, honestly, when it happened and you got that back, and you're like, it just makes too much sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gravy Gang, do we road trip and boycott? Like picket their offices?
We don't pick it. No, the Gravy Gang doesn't pick it unless we don't pick it unless it's like a human rights violation or something that we deem to be a human rights violation, which this isn't quite gotten to yet. But I think the Gravy Gang could leave some strongly worded reviews.
Here's the thing, though. Hear me out.
If you give us a name.
With my new
constructive criticism.
With moving to salary and getting a raise, I also now get 2 weeks paid vacation a year. I feel like this is a good excuse to use a week of it, and we just picket their offices.
Just burn it right
Hold
away.
on. No, I'll only use 1 week. And we picket their office wearing Dallas Kill JFK People Don't Forget shirts.
Yeah. I mean, they'd hate to see that, wouldn't they?
We just need something that rhymes with give Robert his refund.
Just
Dallas
just-
is
I don't know
no
if we can
fun.
edit-
Give Robert his refund.
ever edit Cartman, just be like, oh, mom, do you think you could just pull over? Maybe we could get dinner because I like to have dinner before you fuck me. Before you fuck me. I like to have a nice meal. I like to wine and dine before you fuck me in a Best Buy.
Can you believe it? People are walking by being, hey, can you believe this company? They fucked me on Christmas.
On Christmas, in front of my whole family, they bent me over and they fucked me. What? They were children present. There were children at my Christmas celebration. I don't know about you. Robert, just get us some names. We're not going to go crazy. But this we'll let your voice should be heard, Robert. And it is manuary, and that's our job as men to lift other men up. And if they're trying to take down one of our fellow men, we as men will not stand for that.
Man road trip. Let's do this.
Just tweet out where we can leave some reviews.
I appreciate the support.
All right. But do tweet it out. Be a real shame. Real shame. Okay. I guess that's just me left. And mine is, it doesn't seem like it's that bad, but it just pisses me off because it's with my apartments again. The like parking garage has some like coating on like a lot of like the roof of it, some like insulation, I guess. And like 2 of the 3 days I've gone to work this week, I have gone to my car just like covered in this like white insulation crap that has fallen onto it. And I called on Monday and was just like, hey guys, why is this happening? Like, because I'm gonna have to wash my car because of it. I'm glad I didn't do it Monday because it would have happened again Tuesday. But I called and kind of like complained, like, well, you can buy a reserved spot. You can just you can reserve your own spot, so you don't have to worry about it. And I was just like, fuck you. Just hold on, just stop. Just let me stop. Fuck you. I didn't say that really. I wanted to. But I was just like, okay, so like, and I really was just like, so like I can buy a reserve spot so insulation can fall in my car and I can pay for it to do that, or what? Like, is it like, are they threatening like, well, you can reserve a spot where insulation doesn't fall in your car, or you can just have insulation fall in your car? And I'm going to be like, just like, all right, are you going to pay for like a car wash every single week? Because if so, that's cool. But if not, like, we got to figure something out about this. It's just one of those minor inconveniences, mostly because I set my coffee on top of my car as I get in and put my backpack in, I get everything ready. And then I get my coffee off the top of my car. And I couldn't do that just because there was insulation and crap. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So I feel like your apartment complex is the shittiest apartment complex of all time that isn't actually like a shitty apartment.
It
complex.
doesn't look shitty. It's just run shitty.
Yeah, like it's a decently nice spot, but it's ran so shittily.
Dude, but you should hear about the crazy new amenity that we just got. We got a new amenity that they're bragging about, and we got a movie room. AKA
So here's the thing.
TV that they bought with couches.
Okay, so Gravy
And
Gang.
DVDs they probably already had.
I'm putting out a call to the Gravy Gang now because you guys are such a lawless bunch. I don't think any of you are lawyers. But one of you has to have a sibling that's a lawyer. I need somebody to find Alex a way to break his fucking lease and get him out of this goddamn hellhole.
No,
and we need to get you a new
that's another
spot.
problem because it's like then I have to move, and like you guys know how much I hate moving. Like that's
You
the
know
point
how
where I'm just
much-
like I'm just here to bitch now.
You know how much I fucking hate moving. I'm willing to help you move to get you out of this place. Plus, here's the thing. Emma's super organized. So I think for the most part, it's just the manual labor that we need. I feel like she's going to do most of the boxing. We just have to actually move the shit. Because I will tell you this,
Just
I
fed
will
up
not
with
help
this
you
stuff.
box. I will not help you box. I barely help myself box when I fucking move. I literally just go room to room and throw piles of shit into boxes.
Yeah, and then just live out of those boxes.
And be like, okay, this box and this box are in my room. And then I figure it out from there. And I still haven't unpacked when I moved 4 years ago. So there's that. You don't
There you
want me to
go.
help you box. But yeah, somebody, please, we got to figure out a way. I feel like the fact that they're charging you for garbage when it wasn't in your initial lease agreement has to be fucking illegal. I feel like that has to be illegal. It wasn't in your lease
No,
agreement
dude,
that you signed.
it's an amenity, dude. Added valet trash is an amenity, bro.
You didn't sign up for that though. You didn't when you
But
signed
it's
your
an
lease.
amenity. Think of how nice that is.
Yeah,
Even
but
though we have
also
trash chutes.
you didn't agree to it.
Oh, I'm just playing the part of my apartment complex. No, it's an amenity.
I'm just
You
saying.
can't just say amenity. It's like exclusive. It's like when we were talking about exclusive. You can't just throw that in front of anything and make it okay. It's an amenity.
I'm telling you.
You can pay for a reserved spot. Amenity. No, I have to pay for that. No, it's an amenity.
So one of you has to know a lawyer. And here's the thing. If you're a lawyer that can help with this, I mean, we're willing to give you so much free ad space on here in business. If you can help with this,
I'm not. This isn't a now thing. It's a future Alex Gravy Gang.
I
thing.
want
when
you
I
out
move
of this
out.
place.
No, but when I move out of here.
Well, when
I
is
can
that? How
tell
much
everybody-
longer is your lease?
We got like 9 months. I don't know. But when we move out of here, I'll give the Gravy Gang where it was. And then
here's what you got to think about.
It online. I just don't want to give away like the place that I live. Yeah. Like
Here's what you got to remember. In 9 months, it's going to be October. Okay. It's still going to be hot. If we could get this done in the next month or so and it's a surprise quick move, yeah, that's going to suck.
I don't want
But
it.
also,
I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not going to move.
or here's the thing then, at the very least, someone who's a lawyer that deals in this kind of real estate, apartments being dick stuff, help us out with this to drop the shit out of Alex's rent because we catch them doing a whole bunch of shisty shit that they're not supposed to be doing as apartment complexes. And Alex is like, hey, cut my rent to 25% or I'm going to turn you in for all of this shit. I'm calling out. I'm putting out a call to the Gravy Gang, guys. It's time we do something. There's an injustice being done on our leading man, and we will not stand for it in January.
I texted the group chat that, Robert, if you want to throw it up on the video version when I'm talking about that, like that's only like that's from the second day, so it's not as bad. But the first day it was like triple, quadruple that, and it's just like that shouldn't be on my car every single day.
No.
Which is like yeah, this is a first world problem, but it's like fuck you guys. I pay you guys money to live here. I shouldn't have my car just like shit on every morning when I go to it, basically.
I feel like they're trying to get you to like break your lease and get out so that they can charge more for the apartment or something.
They don't know what they're fucking dealing with.
Like
they don't
the last month that you're there.
I will just spite rent this apartment, not live in it, just come and take a shit in it. And then I want like, yeah, I don't want to be in here anymore.
I want old school petty Alex that last month you're just sitting by the leasing office, be like, don't live here. They're awful. They'll ruin your life. They just add new charges to your bill that you're not allowed to opt out of. They shit on your cars. I want old school petty Alex, and I want videos of this. I want you recording yourself, like bashing this place to people that are walking in as potential like new renters.
Yeah, I mean, we may get to that point, but just I'm not
sorry, bud. That's really
cool.
not
cool. That's my not.
That's
cool.
a good one.
It's a minor not cool, but it's just like again, guys, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Okay, moving on. Let's get to the answers segment where you can send us your questions, no matter what they are. If you want relationship advice, it's a high thought, something you thought of while drunk, just anything you want to ask the fellas. Hit us up at Pass Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. You can email them to us, answers@passgradepod.com. And it is brought to you by littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. The best air fresheners, keychains, shirts, anything you can get littlemshop.com. Use the promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're gonna get 10% off of your order. They have some awesome, really, really soft, really, really comfortable t-shirts that say cool. They're like pocket tees, but instead of a pocket, they have a cool little phrase like just okay, main character, don't talk to me, always late, millennial, pretty smart, tired, and weird on the front of them. They have awesome keychains. They have some compact little makeup mirrors for the ladies or the fellas. They have some pretty cool stickers. You're a T Swift fan, they got the best keychains for you. Go check them out, littlemshop.com. If you are supporting Little M Shop, hit them up on Twitter and Instagram at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little M Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of our Answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Answers. Any questions?
All right, our first answer question comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Get it, Skylar.
At OMG it's Skylar on Twitter. Skylar says, why do all NFTs look like uglier versions of the members of Gorillaz?
First of all, I don't like the wording of this question. Why are you implying that the gorillas were ugly? They were perfect.
They're cartoons.
Yeah, they're not ugly. They're very handsome gorillas and monkeys and apes of all simian variety. So, first of all, think when you use your words. Second of all, it's because NFTs are fucking stupid. NFTs are like, NFT bros, they looked at crypto bros and were like, you guys aren't big enough douchebags. Watch me one up this. Like, you were born with a trust fund and have no idea how to spend it. So you're like,
I don't think that's it at all. I just don't think we understand it enough. It's like crypto. It's like, I mean, crypto bros sounds douchey sometimes. And there are douchey crypto bros, but it's like there's also people that just invest in it and I just don't know what it is. I don't understand it enough.
I don't understand it, but I understand what it is. NFTs, it's the same thing, but it's like crypto, you can actually fluctuate the market. There's different coins you can invest in. You can try and play it. It doesn't have any actual central basis or standing like, our currency does. It's based on gold and silver and shit like that. Crypto is just like, dude, it's the internet. What the fuck? What if we just make some shit up and see what happens? NFTs were like, dude, what if we just made them pictures of monkeys? And it's like, it's art, but it's just all monkeys. And like, I bought it for $5,000. So don't you want it for $6,000? No, you're fucking stupid. Especially because I can right click, save your picture. And guess what? I also now have access to your picture. I may not own it, but guess what? I've got it on my phone. So you're a fucking idiot.
It's just like a GIF, basically, that you have like a GIF version of like a trading card. But Emma was watching something about Beanie Babies, some documentary about like the Beanie Babies craze, and it was like NFTs did seem so much similar to that, where it was like, dude, you're gonna be able to sell these in like 10 years and make $1 billion on it. And it's like, dude, you had the Princess Diana bear. You had this skunk and you had the little brown dog. Like you can sell those. Yeah, dude, those are gonna be worth like $1 million in 15 years. And it's like, no, they're not. We were just told that. Like that's like you have to create a market to an extent. And like I'm not knocking people for trying to create a market, but like I'm not gonna spend $1,000 on a GIF.
No,
at least that's what it looks like to me. And it's very possible that we just don't have the right understanding of what an NFT really is or the whole NFT market. And that's 100%, 110% possibility because we're fucking idiots. But like, also, I'm not going to invest in that. I'm not going to invest in cryptocurrency. I'm going to bet because I'm an idiot that bets. And I don't know all of my bets are going to hit. I don't know that most of my bets are going to hit and they don't always hit. But I know that it takes 4 hours to lose that. And I don't just spend $6,000. I have to wait 15 years to like sell an NFT and make money back on it or anything like that. Like I know that I could just lose money over 4 hours and it's done, and I could just play again tomorrow. You know, NFTs. I don't understand it. They're Pokemon cards, but with gifts. Pokemon cards,
So,
Beanie Babies, same thing.
The fucking, I don't know. It's not a blockchain that the NFTs are sold on, but whatever it is, it's
I don't know what the fuck
broken.
that is.
It's fucking broken though, because there's stories all the time now of somebody transferring their NFT to another digital wallet, and when that happens, the system freaks the fuck out and just relists it for sale, and then somebody else buys it and owns it as well as you or instead of you. Like I read one the other day where, like, at first I thought it was satire, and the more I read the thread, it's like, no, this dude actually paid a guy the equivalent of like $10,000 for him to sell him his copy of the thing that he already owned but got relisted because the system fucked up. I'm like, you're just burning money. You're not gonna make.
I just want to be rich. If I was rich, I'd have so many NFTs.
He had originally paid the equivalent of $30,000 for this monkey picture, and then it resold it to another guy, and then he bought it off the other guy for 10 G's, which is what and he was like, the guy was real cool about it. He only bought it for 10 G's. So he let me just give him back the market price that he got. You paid a fucking, I think it was, what was the name? It was the Joe Rogan monkey one. Like, you can look this up and look up this guy's thread. It's fucking ridiculous, but it was Joe Rogape, I think was the name of the picture, because it's supposed to look like Joe Rogan.
Great name.
And it was just like, dude, you paid $40,000 for a picture that I can screenshot right now. Yeah, I can't make any money off of it, and only you can, because there's always a bigger idiot. Well, not always, because eventually you're the end of the line of idiots. But like, $40,000 for a picture of a monkey that kind of looks like Joe Rogan. Are you shitting me?
I feel like that about like people that like spend money on like Barry Bonds baseballs and stuff like that. It's like, dude, I can go look up the highlight of that. I don't give a fuck that you have the ball.
But no, but that is actually a physical, and nobody cares about a random home run that Barry Bonds hit on a Tuesday in fucking May. If it's the record-setting home run that he hit, that is a place of baseball history. Like, that's a physical monument to the game. No, you won't, but there are people like that actually has value, because it is a record-breaking moment of the sport of baseball. Same reason the Honus Wagner card is worth so much, because it's a physical piece of history of the game. Joe Rogape was drawn 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand NFTs. Didn't really understand the question, son, but I'll say sure. NFTs are uglier versions of the members of gorillas.
No, I will say they're not, because the gorillas aren't ugly. Can't be uglier if the first one's not ugly.
In solidarity with you, then I will agree with you then. So I changed my mind.
They're ugly versions of the gorillas.
All right.
Not uglier.
Next question. This is a Manuary themed question from Dave T at PPWL1 on Twitter. He says, a wizard, just a manwich?
Yeah. I watch all the Harry Potter movies. Emma liked that one
too. Yeah, Emma on that one too. Manwich. Do it. And don't forget your man-day manwiches, everybody. Man-day.
And don't forget to buy meat to put in it.
Do buy meat. Yeah, it's the seasoning.
Yes.
Yes.
Hermione's a witch and Harry's a wizard. Equality.
All right. What's our next question?
Next question. Oh wait, I don't even know if did you say that last one was from Dave T at PPWL1, in case we didn't say that. The next one is from Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata, which is fun to say. Where do last names come from? If Adam and Eve started population, wouldn't we all have the same last name? They didn't have a last name. Think about it. Some people still don't. Share.
That was, I don't know. What was like? Did Moses and like people in the Bible didn't have names?
Jesus
Mary
Christ.
Magdalene did. Fuck, you're I think like it just was like it used to be like so and so of
Jesus of
wherever you
Nazareth.
like. I'd be like Alex of Houston, and they're just like, okay, there's two Alexes in Houston. This is gonna get really confusing.
And people's
What
jobs,
if-
I think. Like if you were a
Yeah, like
Smith,
you're a blacksmith.
you were
If
just
you
called Smith.
worked at a mill, were you Miller? Don't know.
Davis Mills.
What about Jones? Jones is a popular name. You had a big dick, you were Johnson. Probably. I don't know.
That's good.
But last names are really just like jersey numbers to names, if you think about it.
Yeah, it was. I think Robert's right. A lot of them, it was your occupation or where you came from. So you're both right. I'm gonna add a third one into there. It's just the government trying to track us. Oh, there's two Alexes in Houston. Let's give them another name so we can figure out which one owes us more taxes.
Which is the other Alex? Yeah, that's a good point. It
It's all
is the government
taxes.
trying to track us. All right, you sold me. That's
Yeah.
where last names.
Oh,
came
it's all
from.
three.
With-
It's all
with
three.
A little combo, but mostly the government.
Yeah. You guys had your things that were right, and then I threw in my conspiracy
No, I like
to
it.
round it out.
Covered all the bases.
Yep.
Good question, Kenya. Good question. All right. This is really first time answers question asker. Ryan Malloy. If it's not the first time, I apologize. But thank you for submitting a question to us. Then you gotta let us know, guys. If you want to be in the rookie of the year, at the end of it, you gotta let us know you're a first time Gravy Gang participant, member, or whatever. But you gotta be listening this year for the first time. So Ryan Malloy says, would it be better to A, be the funnier person in a relationship, but know that your partner thinks you're hilarious, or B, be the less funny person, but that means that you get to hear funnier things?
I better be the funnier one because I don't know what the hell else I have to offer.
That's kind of where I am.
If I'm not making her laugh, I don't know why the hell she would be with me.
I'm just a narcissist. I think I have to be the funniest one in the room a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely the funnier one. Nothing against Emma, but like,
Emma's
I mean,
pretty funny. Emma's pretty funny.
Emma is funny, but
Emma's
also
really
like,
funny.
how else would you have got her?
Yeah, like I don't have. Yeah, like
Nothing. I'm not shitting on you, but like,
no, like when I talk about like my job and stuff, I'm like I don't have another set of skills. Like just making dumb jokes is kind of it. I can run. I can do like equipment and stuff for the radio station. I know how to do that stuff, but like my personality, this is about it. This is all I got.
neither one of us can fix an engine or build a fire. I don't know. You
Yeah,
were in the
I'm not
scouts.
a
Maybe you can build
provider.
a fire. I make funny. Ha ha. I'm fun to be around. I'm not going to save you in a survival situation.
You may not be. You might not always laugh with me, but you'll laugh at me at least.
Yeah.
Because I'll do something dumb. But yeah, I think it's better to be the funnier person, just because that I don't know. I'm a narcissist.
I can't. I just can't see it the other way because I can't picture it.
But also having somebody that's always funny
Working.
around you, I feel like I get like, not to brag, I feel like I get a little bit of the best of both worlds, because like Emma is really, really funny. So it's like Emma makes me laugh all the time, and I think I make Emma laugh. So like it's a pretty solid thing. But I'd like to think that I'm the funny one.
What about you, Robert? Which would you rather be?
I think
Come here.
And which one
No,
do you
come
think you are?
I
Am
think
I
I'm
the
in the
funny
same
one?
boat with you guys.
You think you're the funnier one?
Yes.
I
Emma
mean,
said we
Robert.
have different styles of funny.
Robert is objectively hilarious, though. So
Robert is funny. He does little things like you guys don't see, but like stuff that like Robert's really quick. Robert's humor is really quick, and like he'll catch you. Like if you're not paying attention, Robert catches you.
we're always out there trying, and Robert's just like holding.
He know
Gotcha,
Robert knows
bitch.
his moment to pounce. Yeah, but like when Robert gets you, like fuck, you're really good.
But and also tell Emma, be like, it's you guys do have different styles. You are objectively the funny one. She's the smart one. Like if you had to make all the
Definitely.
decisions, you'd be in
He's
trouble.
definitely the smarter one for sure.
Yeah,
I never claimed to be that though.
yeah.
But
Everybody has their role.
I would say out of being the funnier person in the relationship or being the less funny person, but you always get to hear funny things, I would rather go with A, just because I'm selfish.
Yeah, that's a big part. Like you guys said, that is a big part of it. Is the selfishness of it.
It's a really good question, Ryan. Keep sending stuff like that in. I really like that question. All right. Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _ on Twitter says, is ass the best unit of measurement? You get half ass, whole ass, dead ass.
I mean,
I
Ron
think the
Swanson
problem-
used it, so
I think the problem with that is just like you don't know like how much ass is anything. Like, what is an ass? You know,
we don't want to half-ass something.
like I feel like
Fuck ton, fuck load though. Is fuck the best unit of measurement?
which just means a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I don't know. I don't call me sexist, but I was thinking of like boobs, and boobs like they have cup size, so it's like you can measure that. You can't really measure like an ass size unless you like actually like put a number on, like like you use the measurer, tape.
Yeah.
Measure, that's what it is. That's the word I was looking for.
I would say the best unit of measurement is centimeters, because then it sounds bigger instead of inches.
Millimeters. Babe, so many millimeters.
Bro, I'm at like a 9 right now, babe.
You should see how many millimeters.
No,
there
you're
are.
not.
You'd
Like, well,
love
it's
it.
centimeters, but like, shut up.
I would say ass is a good unit of measurement. It's definitely not the best. It just leads to so much like interpretation, which you can get confused.
Also, dead ass is not a unit of measurement. I mean, serious.
Oh, really? I'm dead ass done with this place. It's like I'm really done with this place.
But I mean, you can also whole ass, half ass, ass load. I mean, it is a unit of measurement.
Ass is the equivalent of like fuck to units of measurement. It just means a lot usually.
I like shit as well. I don't give two shits
Shitload,
about that.
fuckload, yeah. That's a good question though. But
Yeah, it's a very good
I
question.
don't think it's the best unit of measurement. It's a solid unit of measurement. Just leaves
Probably
a lot
numbers.
lost in translation.
Numbers is probably still the best unit of measurement.
I don't want to like build a house using like ass as my unit of measurement.
That's the couch needs to be 4 Kardashians long.
4 ass is wide. Wait, whose? You're right. Okay.
It's 4 3/4 Kims. So it's like 16. it's like 16 feet wide or something.
I love that question though.
Yeah, very good.
Final question of the week from Todd Voss at as_seen_by_TV. Todd says, if you're married and then for some reason declared legally dead, but it's only a near-death experience, does that mean that you're not married since it's until death you are parted?
Sounds like he's planning something.
Okay, read that back. If you're married and then for some reason declared legally dead, but it's only a near-death experience, does that mean you're not married since it's till death you are parted?
You get it
Like-
now? Or are you still not getting it?
Okay. So he's talking about like the plot of Castaway.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, if you're declared legally dead, then
Spoiler alert,
yeah,
Tom Cruise,
the marriage.
Tom Hanks stuck on the island. His wife remarries because she thinks he's dead. Then he comes back and she's like, wait, I remarried. I thought you were dead. That would apply to that, right?
I was only
He's
gone
a-
a month.
He's like, babe,
I think he was gone way longer than a month, but yeah. I
Babe.
was gone a week.
I get that you remarried, but like, babe, my balls are so blue right now.
Wait, can I just get one more in? You know?
Just give me one more tug, babe.
Come on. I would say if you're declared legally dead,
Yeah,
but you come back though.
yeah, but I mean, the marriage is over. Like, but here's the thing: were you just declared?
No, it's not. I don't.
Hold
I
on,
think,
hold on.
I don't
Here's the
think
thing,
it's
though.
per death. I think it's until you're dead. I don't like if you come back. I think you're still married.
No, if you were gone for like 3 years, you were declared legally dead, the marriage would have been void at that point. Here's the thing. If you're in like a car accident and they declare you legally dead, but then like in the hospital, like you have one of those doctors that's like, no, I'm not losing him. It like shocks you like 14 times longer than is like safe. And your heartbeat starts again. Like that one's not going to be voided because you were dead for like 20 minutes. Or like you accidentally ingested a plant that slows down your heart so slow that like it fakes death. And then like 2 days later, you fucking wake up in the morgue and you're like, oh, like I think, you'd still be fine then. They might think you're a zombie, so don't get killed at that point. That's scary. But I mean, if you're gone months, years, I think the marriage would be voided. You're probably gonna have to get remarried because it'd be easier to do that than to like convince the courts.
But if they've moved on already at that point, then do they have to get divorced from you, or are you just already like?
No, the marriage would have been ended by like the death certificate.
Death.
Yeah, but if it's like a day or two, I don't think the courts move that quick. I think you're okay in that scenario. So Todd, someone find out if Todd's planning a trip like over the Bermuda Triangle or something here soon. Because do we then get custody of the kids? Like I think we're gonna start Gravy Tech.
I think the wife would get custody of the kids at that point.
I mean, if he's gone, she might need some money and she might sell us the kids.
I don't. Again, not interested in buying kids, just employing them as interns for free.
Yeah. Think of it that way. We're just giving an advance on their payment.
Not gonna buy kids. We're not
buying them.
Kids.
We're giving an advance.
You should made it seem like we were.
Employees take advances all the time. And since they're not 18, their mother has to hold it.
True. Robert, what do you think? What do you think of this whole situation?
Yeah, it's got to be like a longer period of time. It can't just be like a day or two or 20 minutes. It has to be. I would give it.
You get a death certificate, then I think it voids it.
Yeah, you need that certificate.
You have to get the death certificate.
Yeah,
you gotta get that DC.
It's a good question, though. Great question, Todd. And great question, everybody. This week at Pass Grade Pod, #PTG Answers. I am at Alex J. Middleton on Twitter and Instagram. Pat's at not Pat Dion. He does not have an Instagram, but he should get an Instagram. So maybe get that. Maybe get an Instagram. We can follow you on both.
You can't handle my midriff.
I'm just saying, get him ready for it. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03 on Twitter and Instagram. Please like us on Facebook, share us with a friend, give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just say, hey, man, check out this podcast I listened to. Share us with a friend. They're going to like it, and they can be part of the Gravy Gang, too. Robert has a podcast called A Recent Study Suggests. We can listen to those every Monday at A Recent Study Pod, correct?
Yes, every Monday. We're on a little hiatus right now, but I think we'll be back next Monday.
Well, go subscribe, start listening to the old episodes to get ready for their new episode. That's all I got. I guess we'll post our PTG picks Saturday and Sunday. So good luck to us on our bets. And until we talk to you guys next time, have a great rest of your week and pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Shoddy, 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 shoddy. Shoddy went ahead and hit the floor. Shoddy, 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 shoddy. The next thing you know, shoddy got low.